Everybody's got a price for the $1 Million Man.
I mean, how silly is that, man? We're talking about practice.
The Philadelphia Eagles are Super Bowl champions. Eagles fans everywhere, this is for you. Let the celebration begin.
Welcome in, everybody. This is A2D Wednesday nights, only on A2D Radio. The Sixers are back. We're back. It's like Christmas Day all over again. All right, let's go. Where's Broad Street? We're going to go sprinting down it. We'll talk Sixers throughout the show. Oh, this is A2D Wednesday nights, right? Tom Arnone, Greg Milwaukee. No, I never seen him up top here before. Oh, my God. Ryan Elizik somewhere. Mikey, the bucket. And
Bucket!
What a night, though. What a night. Sixers win. We're brought to you by our doc. Go check him out. Dr. Paul Vidal, SpecializedPhysicalTherapy.com, Burlington, Cherry Hill locations. Check him out on the web, SpecializedPhysicalTherapy.com. All right. We got a lot going on. Eagles talk. We'll get into the Eagles. We're going to obviously give our score predictions. Eagles, Giants, like we always do. We want yours, offensive, defensive players of the game. I'm so fired up about the Sixers right now. It's a big win. You know what I mean? I can't even think about it. I was like, oh, Eagles. Who cares?
Right. We can change course. We can lead off.
Yeah, we can lead off whatever the hell we want to lead off, and we'll get into our poll. So we'll give you time to think about it. We'll let you take a step back and let this sit with you.
It's a big night.
Brandon Graham's leadership and presence will be enough to restore the Eagles' pass rush to a championship caliber unit for the remainder of the season. Do you agree or disagree? And you can let us know now or later. Facebook, YouTube, Twitter, that's where we're live. Everywhere you get your podcasts, we're there as well. Hit the like, subscribe, follow. Most importantly, join the conversation. Sixers 1-0, 117-116 win. The rookie with 34. I mean, anybody out there take that bet? 34, right? No, I don't think anybody out there, as much as I love VJ, was thinking he's dropping 34 tonight, right? And to go to the Garden, right? Go to the Garden against the rivals. Now, I know they're injured. We understand. We know. Okay, we understand they're without their star. And essentially, you could air quote, we're without ours, too. Money-wise, you could air quote that. Okay? And to go there and get a win, the way they're down, too, like the way you're down in this basketball game, and you're sort of thinking at home, okay, it's over. It's okay. We got puppies out here. We'll get better. And the scratch and claw yourself back into it. And go up 5 and and then you think it's over on our end. We think, this is it. We got it. Okay. And then you get 2 missed free throws by the rookie. Okay. And you're like, this is us. This is who we are. Okay. And then I thought it went off his foot out of bounds there, and it should have been our ball. And then I felt like the clock ran for 10 seconds. I felt like Pritchard shot. I feel like he got did he get 10 and a half minutes for that shot to go off? And I thought it was no doubt about good. You know what I mean? White guy corner, good, right? Like he's taking that one a bunch. I feel like not good. Let's go. We're back 1-0, and Tyrese Maxey's a star. He's a star. I mean, tonight's a star performance.
Yeah.
Drop 40 like that, 7 for 9 from 3. I mean, talk dirty to me, and he brought us right back into this basketball game tonight because that's what stars do. And we talk about turning on the fourth quarter, and the best players are. That was him. That was him tonight. So Jaylen Brown, love you. You weren't the best player on the court tonight in the fourth quarter. That was Tyrese Maxey. So giddy up. Who's your daddy? Christmas Day, right? Because this isn't the first time we celebrated a big win versus you. And now we're probably go 2-12 in our next 14. But feels good tonight. Let it simmer. Let's soak her in. Soak her in before you throw her on the grill. Oh, let's fucking go. Let's go. Fuck you, Boston. I love it. And you know what? We should, because we've dealt with a lot through them throughout the years. Okay? A lot of heartbreak.
Yeah, they've definitely owned us.
Yeah. But we're
back. I think it's crazy that VJ Edgecombe had the performance he did. Like, we were talking about Ace Bailey, keeping the pick, not keeping the pick. We got VJ. He does this on opening night. Like, that's crazy. The aggressiveness. I thought the biggest.
Hold on. Where's Pump at? Yo, Pump. Yo, Pump, where you at, babe? Where's Pump at? Why don't you come on back in? Circle back around with a super chat. Telling everybody you were wrong right now. You were wrong. Sorry. Go ahead.
No, you're good. I think the biggest sequence was in the third quarter. Maxey picked up his fourth foul, got benched. Joel Embiid was non-existent. The minute restriction, I'll get to that in a second, but actually I'll get to it now. That is a complete disgrace that you wait till 6 p.m. Like, how do you wait till 6 o'clock, an hour and a half before the game time, and he magically has a minute restriction? Like, you could have told us this all week. You could have told us this yesterday. You could have told us this morning. He's got a minute restriction just at 6 p.m. Like, by the way, he's going to play 20 minutes. Okay, thanks for that. He had 4 points, basically didn't play. So you got no Embiid, no Paul George, no Jared McCain. Maxey's got 4 fouls. It was Edgecombe and the Delaware Bluecoats. It was Dominic Barlow, who I think played good tonight. But
He played great.
Jabari Walker, Barlow, Quentin Grimes was horrific. I'm just going everywhere right now. Quentin Grimes was terrible. You wanted $25 million a year. Where were you? Like, he had one big thing.
You weren't successful in game 72 when nobody's playing with you anymore? You know what I mean? A little different environment. I'm bad. A little different environment having to try to get 20 in a real game with real players around you. Sorry. Yeah.
No, you're good. I just $25 million a year is what that guy wanted, Quentin Grimes.
Yeah.
And it's like, we're at the end of the ball game. We got Maxey with 4 fouls. He had 5 at the end. We had no Embiid, no George, no McCain. Edgecombe's got almost 40. Maxey's got 40. Where are you? Like, we need you. Like, we're giving the ball in the hands of VJ to close out the game. He hits 2 free throws, then he misses 2 free throws. If Maxey's covered and that's their priority, so be it. If you're Grimes, you got to step up and hit those free throws. And also, Nick Nurse, I'm just very confused. Me and Greg talked about it off air. How is Embiid not in the game at the end of the game, either for free throw purposes or to guard the inbounder? But on the positive side, Edgecombe, ridiculous. Like, he was unbelievable. He shocked me. I did not think – I knew he had a dog in him, but sometimes you can be a dog and just be out of control. He was very much in control. He was 5 of 13 from 3, hit 2 clutch free throws before the 2 he missed, and he kept us in that game. He carried us. Like, when Maxey went to the bench with those 4 fouls, that was a huge 8-minute run of just Edgecombe and nobodies. And he brought us back.
And that was in the third quarter where Boston seemed like they seized control too, right, Mike? Mm-hmm. Like, Boston came out of the half, they couldn't miss. They built that up to 10, and then for VJ and as you called the Bluecoats to keep the Sixers floating, I think was huge. And yeah, I mean, I like VJ, right? But he wasn't the top of my list. But if you're telling me that this guy's shooting and is as effective as he is, like he was tonight, or even half of that, then yeah, I mean, this pick is a home run. Because that was a legit, thought process coming out of Baylor. What could he do in a half court? What was his shot like? And either he was completely misused at Baylor, or he worked his tail off, which is even more evidence of the kid being a home run pick, because he was awesome tonight. He was absolutely awesome tonight.
Well, I think when you're
at Baylor, he was off ball. And he was very much on ball today. And that's what shocked me. I couldn't believe how much he was handling the basketball. That's why I was like, what is Grimes doing? I thought it would be him.
When you're so athletic, though, when you're so athletic like he is, right? I mean, the NBA suits you better than college, too, in my opinion.
It sure does, yeah.
In ways. Because
the spacing,
the spacing's just a little bit different. It's not as condensed, in my opinion, that it is in the college game for whatever reasons we can talk about later. But the fact doesn't mean guys are always going to be better than the pros. It just means certain guys will translate better because of that, because of the more one-on-ones you'll see, and to be able to go one-on-one on a guy. You saw it a lot tonight. I mean, his mid-range, I told you guys, we talked about this in the summer league. I said, dude, that's a pro game right now. Right now, he's going to be a stud. He's going to be a stud. I don't need to see any more. You can shut him down for the rest of the summer league. I saw enough. Appreciate you for dangling the carrot for me. I loved it. I licked it up and down. Okay. And I knew what he was going to be. I appreciate you guys. Okay. And here we are. Now, I didn't expect 34, right? Yeah. But I was expecting 20, 22, because I think he has that ability on a nightly basis already, because that little Monte Ellis, like, mid-range game, it's good. It's really good. I mean, and he shot the 3 well for him tonight, too, for what we were expecting his 3-game being coming out of college. So, man, hey, woo. But again, when you surround the puppy with the grinder, right? These things start to maturate. I didn't think I was going to use that word tonight.
Oh, hello.
I wasn't on a bingo card. We've talked grills. We talk seasoning. We talk let it simmer, right? Let the carrots. Goddamn full meal.
PB Playhouse maturate.
Veggie.
No, it's awesome, right? It's actually insane that Edgecombe was realistically the second best player on the court tonight, and you did not really expect to see that out of him in his first possible game, right? Like he was the Sixers' entire offense in the first quarter, right? And Maxey got it turned on, but like him only being a few points behind Maxey in his first career game, crazy. Like those two absolutely carried you tonight, and the fact that like they're down 11 in the third quarter, and even like the beginning of the fourth quarter, then they come back, they go on like a 17 to something run, right? They take a lead, right? Then you're kind of like back and forth, and like I didn't think there was any shot in hell that once VJ missed those two free throws, they were going to win that game. I didn't think there was any chance in hell. I thought, whoever was going to take that last shot, I'm shocked it wasn't Jaylen Brown, right? I'm shocked that Peyton Pritchard was the guy who ended up shooting that. But, that shot always goes in. It's always gone in the last 5 years, especially when we're playing the Celtics, right? It always goes in. And it did go in tonight. I'm like, you know what? I've done my best to ignore as much Sixers news as possible for the last few months, just because, we had the Phils, we obviously doing heavy Birds recently. Like now the Sixers are back, they win, the first game that they've had in a few years that hasn't been like a season opener on national television, and you go into Boston and you win. I know they're shorthanded, but the Sixers are shorthanded too. It's big W. It's big W, man. I think it's big for confidence. So we might be back. I'm just saying we might be back. We're almost there.
Yeah, we're in.
Yeah.
And I think that, I think the big thing is, the other big thing is he rebounds. He rebounds at a high level too for a guard.
Oh yeah, no,
So
for sure. He got that. He jumped up late in the fourth quarter. There, he jumped up in a sea of green, got that jump ball, and then he didn't win the jump ball, and essentially that was the start of the fouling back and forth, right after he got that done. So that, again, massive that he does that. It's crazy.
Yeah, decently. I agree with you. I mean, the backcourt duo is delicious. You didn't say that word, I did. But they're that good. And the negative Embiid talk, I just don't know why we're even doing that tonight. It's just not the night to do it. Like anybody that thought he was coming back and playing 40 minutes, we were lucky to even see him opening night. To be completely honest with you, from the rumors that we heard in the summer, the fact that he's even on the court is a miracle. So why even do that? Bring him along slow, build him up. You're not getting them ready for game 50. You're getting them ready for the postseason, right? That's the goal. You want to stretch them out like a pitcher, right? That's what you're trying to do here. So I always said most nights, 20 minutes of Embiid is better than 20 minutes from a lot of other guys. Okay, because most of the time in his career he'll be a point a minute guy, a point a minute. Yeah. So when he's revved up and feeling good like he was the other night, where he dropped 18 in the preseason game in 18 minutes, I expect a combo of this, right, and a combo of that as he starts to get legs back, right? The elephant in the room is if you ever see the real loser of the bunch, okay, and that's Podcast P. So if we see Podcast P out and about, then we'll see. But right now, I don't care about that. That's not in my thought process. My thought process is this league is built around guard play now. And we talked about that on draft night, and we're going to talk about it tonight. And a league built around the guards, we got two young guards that can flat out play. And we even talking about we got one that's dressed up, looking like a goddamn Halloween costume tonight, and what he's wearing. And we got the other one, and then we got the other one, in Grimes, who was young enough, right, per se. So how do you not feel delish?
Yeah, I mean, I only had 4 gripes from tonight. I think everyone besides Grimes played up to par. Edgecombe was beyond par. Maxey did Maxey things, and that he got pissed when he picked up the 4th or 5th foul, and he just started spraying threes. When we were down 11, he just hit like 3 threes in a row. He was just step back and he was just pissed.
Fired up.
Literally flamethrower. Yeah, that was unbelievable. But I think Grimes, I'm giving a little bit of a leash because his offseason was short. He didn't know where he was going to be. He didn't know where he was going to sign. I don't know how much he worked out. I'm assuming he skipped a lot of camp until he got a deal done. So I'll give him a little leash. But I was, like I said, I was disappointed that of his play because I figured he'd step up without George, McCain, and Embiid. The rim protection. Obviously, Embiid is out, but someone's got to protect the rim. I thought we gave up way too many easy layups, like way too many. Keita, whoever the hell that center is, was 7 of 8 from the field with all dunks, all floaters and dunks. You had Derek White got to the rim a bunch because he's a flamethrower too. But I feel like they just way too many layups, too easy layups. They got to protect the rim better. And then they also got to stay on their feet. There was a lot of times, like at that end, first of all, I got TJ McConnell flashbacks with that Pritchard game-winning attempt. It literally looked like TJ McConnell.
I thought it was it too.
I'm like, oh my God, it's in. But Maxey left his feet super early. Barlow left his feet a lot, super early. Got to stay on your feet as long as possible because they're jumping way too much, which is good. Like, I'd rather them be aggressive, but like a little more disciplined defensively. And then just Joel. I think the minute restriction, and like Tom said, it's very good that he's even on the court. So I'm grateful. But I don't understand the usage of it. Like, is it because it's high leverage, I guess we use for Phillies? Is that why he's not playing towards the end of games? Because to me, if you know he's only playing 20 minutes, I'd rather him finish a game than start the 4th quarter and not play the last 8 minutes. Like, I'd rather utilize those minutes of, okay, he's going to be on the floor for the end of the game in crunch time, not in the first half when it really doesn't matter. That's just me. Also, if he exceeds his 20 minutes and there's 30 seconds left in a 1-possession game, why is he not in the game for free throws? Why is he not in the game for defense guarding the inbounder? Besides that, everybody played great tonight, with the exception of Grimes. I thought Barlow exceeded expectations. Edgecombe exceeded expectations. I love this team a lot, and I know I'm rambling, but it's because everyone's got something to prove. I feel like this team, Maxey got a lot of hate last offseason, how, he can't carry when people are out, and he balled. You got Edgecombe. Maybe we should have drafted Bailey. Maybe we should have did this. No, he's a dog. He's got something to prove. Grimes wanted money. He didn't get the money, so he's got something to prove. I feel like you got a bunch of guys that are ready. Like Barlow is scratching and clawing. No one even knew his name. Now he's in the starting lineup. He wants his name known. So all these guys got something to prove, and I just love it. Fired up. Let's go.
Oh yeah, they do.
It was a nice way to start the season. I mean, the Garden's a tough place to win, and it has been by and large, especially by and large over the last 20 years. Since the Celtics have become relevant again from Doc Rivers all the way to present day. I mean, they're a dangerous team, and I know they may not quite be what they have been the last few years, but they're still pretty damn good. And for us to go up there and win a game on the road to open the season like that, Edgecombe looked great, dropping 34. And all in all, I thought it was a nice effort. They got some crucial defensive stops at the end of the ball game that they needed to win the game. Free throw shooting needs to be a little better, but all in all, very nice win. Nice way to start the season, especially after last season's disaster.
Lukey.
How we doing?
We're back.
We are all the way back. We are all the way back.
Stop up looking for tickets.
I don't blame you. You better hurry.
Hip hop's in the building Saturday.
Oh, hip hop.
Hell yeah.
My favorite part of that game was how all off season, whether it was putting too much credit on Maxey, putting too much credit on VJ, the draft pick, when it happened, putting too much credit on Grimes and what he looked like, too much credit on what McCain and what he looked like. Obviously, McCain didn't play. But let me ask you something. Who are the best players on the court tonight? And who do you look at from a talent perspective moving forward that you have confidence in down the long run? It's all the guards. So I was scared a little bit coming into the year of just being like, it is a lot of guards, but my scare is we know the forwards aren't going to look great in terms of moving down the line, building block pieces. I need these guys to at least show like, hey, they're talented enough to where down the line, if it doesn't work, you're damn good and you're young, you have value, we can get rid of you. This showed me like, screw all that. Like, what can we do to make sure that this works? And I mean, you couldn't ask for a better start. You couldn't. Unbelievable.
Fun stat for you guys. VJ Edgecombe has the most points in an NBA debut since Wilt Chamberlain in 1959.
Wow.
Crazy.
34 points.
I had the Boston feed, so Scalabrini and whoever the play-by-play guy was brought that up. They were looking at the top scorers in their debut, and he was up there.
Yeah, 34 points. First most since 1959, and Wilt Chamberlain. No, pretty good company right there.
I guess that's all right.
For just the Sixers or this?
It's in NBA.
No, it's all time.
This is
NBA.
NBA, right? Yeah, okay.
He
Yeah,
leads the Sixers franchise. He's number one now.
Yeah,
I
he's
just wanted to
number one.
I just wanted to confirm that. Okay. Wow. Yeah. Like I said, nobody's expecting 34, but
No, I would.
he,
I mean,
he
shit.
delivered.
No, absolutely. If he would have had 20 points, I'm like, yo, hey, good, nice debut. Love to see that. Especially playing next to Maxey. Like Maxey goes for 40, then he goes for 20 next to him, then awesome, sick. But he had to be that guy tonight because they were going to have a whole lot of nothing burgers offensively. So love that he could step in and fill that in right away.
Yeah, I just can't believe how much he was on the ball. That was shocking to me. I thought he was going to play more off ball. He was like leading the charge. Like he had the ball in his hand every possession, which is good. But I couldn't believe it. I was shocked. I thought Grimes would take more of the point guard role and Edgecombe would be off the ball, like just athletic, dunker spot, offensive rebounds, catching hot potatoes. But dude, he just took over. He was like, nah, out the way. He was the man in the room at 20 years old. That's like the good thing and the scary thing. But for the future, we got him for 10 years, which is awesome. At least we got him for the next 10 years. He's ours.
No, it's phenomenal. Love to see it. Absolutely love to see it.
Yeah.
No, I mean, listen, again, these guys were awesome tonight. And you can't expect him to be awesome every night because he is a rookie, right? So he's going to go through some of his growing pains naturally. But like I said, the big thing you take out of night is how good Tyrese Maxey is. And we talk about him getting better every year, and that's a big thing to take out of tonight because just shows coming this year. It looks like he got better again. And like you said, after the fouls, he comes back in. And he looks like he's playing. He's shooting on a Fisher-Price net. He's hitting them from everywhere. And just like I said, brought us right back into that game.
Yeah, he really refined his stroke again. Last year, a lot of his struggles where he wasn't as effective shooting the ball, especially from three, that he had been the previous year. And that was a lot of his struggles. And he came in tonight and he was obviously missed, but like in certain times he wasn't missing. Like you knew when he was set and he was firing, most of those were going in, and they were. You could tell by his rhythm, by his shot, by his form that those shots were going in because he knew it too. Right? He played confident tonight when he was on the offensive side and all the whole time.
And I really like the double big lineup. Like I think every time Embiid's on the floor, at least until these minute restrictions are lifted, I think every time Embiid's on the floor, there should be a double big with him. It should be Bona. Like let Bona take the beating. Like I thought it was interesting. Embiid didn't even take the tip. Like why even take the tip off and be in the game? It's pointless. Like I thought that was interesting that they did that. And Barlow is not really a big, but he played well. I was happy they started him at the 4. But I would double big. I like Bona or I don't even care. You Bona, Drummond, Barlow, whoever. Double big on the floor with Embiid at all times so they can do the dirty work. They can get the rebounds. Make the shirts right now. Beat your Bona. You need Bona to take the beating. All right? Beat your Bona. You print the t-shirts right now. Because when he's on the floor, Embiid can just relax, draw all the attention on the top of the key. Because Embiid was awful tonight, and he'll still draw a ton of attention. Like anytime he's on the floor, it's huge. Like I saw Jaylen Brown he turned it over. He walked just because Embiid was standing in the paint. Like his presence is just huge. We all know that. So as long as he's on the floor, I would just double big it. I think that's huge because it also gives you depth off the bench. It moves one of those guards off the bench, most likely Grimes, which it was tonight. I think that's huge for the depth until McCain and George come back.
Yeah, good point.
That's a really good point. And he does. He is a presence, whether he's effective or not. You're absolutely right. Him on the floor
yeah.
is a huge presence, which, Mike, it goes back to what we were talking about before we went on, right? At the end of the game there, the last seconds, especially when you have timeouts that are being taken and you could sub in there. Why wasn't he there to at minimum, or anybody else, Bona, right, or anybody big? Why weren't they guarding the ball? And then on the offensive side, why wasn't one of your best free throw guys in Embiid at least on the floor as an outlet or a decoy to allow some of these guards to get the ball easier coming in?
Yeah, clearly they're committed to just the fourth quarter. I keep saying high leverage because I got Rob Thompson and the Phillies hat on. But whatever that's called, the analytics are saying when it's crunch time, that's the most, I guess, injuries. I mean, it makes sense. It's the most aggressive. So it sounds like they're just pot committed on the last 6 minutes of the fourth. He's not going to play until we know any different. As long as he's on these minute restrictions, that's what it looks like to me. Because there's no reason for him not to be in that game. At least with the 30 seconds left, like you said, free throws would have been huge. And Maxey loves it. Every time we need free throws, Maxey just flops and falls over. Like, I know he's trying to draw a foul, but it's like if we throw the ball to you, dude, you're face planted. Like, it reminded me of the Knicks series when he just like fell over.
Me too. It's like stand on your feet. Stand on your feet. Like, I just want to be like, stand on your feet. Like, they're not calling it, babe. It's the fifth time I see you. Stop, drop, and roll. It's the fifth time I see you stop, drop, and roll. There's no fire. Okay? Stay on your goddamn feet. And again, you're right. You accidentally toss that in there, and now you got a turnover, and they bury a three, and we're on here crying tonight. And we're getting no calls, and we're going to have the NBA come out tomorrow, and their report tomorrow is going to say, oh, everybody, that was a foul, though, by the letter of the law. And then we're going to be doing this, right, at 0-1. So, stay on your feet.
Yeah. And that's why I was just all over Grimes, too, because it's like, Edgecombe has the ball. Obviously, they're going to take away Maxey. They don't want Maxey to get the ball. As the vet, you need to say, like, hey, I got you. Give me the ball. Like, he should be the second option, not the rookie.
He just wanted $25 million. I mean, maybe he doesn't want the ball, though, in that spot. I told you, it's easy to play good game 72 with a team that nothing matters anymore, and there's no pressure. It's a whole nother world when now that it starts getting hot in the room, babe. You know what I mean? It starts getting hot in here.
It's also a different spot for him, though. Like, he's playing – not only is he, like, the third guy, technically, like, in terms of scoring option most times on the court, he's also playing next to two guards as, like, the third guard. So a lot of times that's harder for him to do because he doesn't want to go to the rim ever. Like, he's not comfortable doing that. He's not comfortable in mid-range at all. He wants to roam out there. He's not going to get much opportunity. But he hit a big shot. Huge shot
was big,
in the fourth quarter. Yeah.
Not for sure. I just think like at the end of the game, want the ball in free throw situations. Like if they're taking
I think he'll look better. It was game one. I think he'll look a lot better.
Like I said, he'll look better at times. VJ will look like he's a rookie at times. And I think the constant will be Tyrese. Now, I'm not telling you he's dropping 40 a night. That's absurd. Right. But can Tyrese Maxey average 30 a game in this league? Absolutely. I think this is the year he does it.
And we'll see how it plays out when George comes back. But I hope that when Paul George comes back, they don't put him at the 4 because he's not a 4. They need to put him at the 3 and have Oubre off the bench. And like I said, double big. When Embiid is in the lineup now, you need a double big because Embiid's good enough. He's really a 4. Like Embiid reminds me of Davis. Like Anthony Davis hates playing the 5. He's really a 4 on offense because he catches everything so high at the free throw line. Yeah. That's where he does all his damage is at the free throw line, and he can shoot. So you really don't need he's a spread 5. So you don't need him technically at the 5. You can run him at the 4. So I would double big every time because, like I said, it just adds depth off your bench. I think Oubre's a bench player. Love Oubre to death. He's got stones, right? He's going to hustle every time. But he's a bench man. And so when George
that's where he brings you the most value. To your point,
yeah,
that's where he brings you the most value is off the bench because now we're deeper.
Yeah. So I really hope they don't slide George to the 4 because they did that a lot last year. And I don't think Paul George is a 4 in this league. He's just not, especially at his age. So I would move him to the 3, double big, Edgecombe, Maxey, and now off your bench you have Grimes, McCain, and Oubre. That is disgusting. Like that is the recipe, in my opinion. You got Grimes, McCain, Oubre, Barlow off your bench.
Yeah, now you're running that unit. Now you can run that unit at people. That's a whole nother look. I like that.
It's a different look, right? Yeah,
different look. I mean, I'm sure it'll play with stuff too. You know what I mean? Naturally, as and they're also going to deal with who's playing tonight and who's not. When it comes to Joe and Podcast P, but yeah,
he's a wild card for me because like they're gonna want to play fast all year. Like people talk number one option, like in a half court, Tyrese Maxey's probably your number one option. The real number one option for them is to run. They didn't get to do it much today because they weren't getting stops, but they want to run. That's really the identity of the team. I think Embiid's bought into it to where he's comfortable trailing from behind and taking three in the top of the key. And he's comfortable just setting the offense there. But what is Paul George going to do? Is he going to buy into that? Playing 82 games or however many games he plays, is he going to buy in the running down the court? Because that's what they want to do, and that's what they're going to have to do.
Because I think what's great about George and Embiid is that when your offense is stagnant in the half court, they can just chew 12 seconds off the clock and just ISO and just hit a mid range or like get in their own action. So like they're kind of like, okay, we got nothing going on. Here's the ball, make something happen. And then besides that, I think they're just going to run. Like you said, I think McCain, Edgecombe, Maxey, they just run. They just fly.
Yeah, they do want to push it and get good looks off of that. Yeah, I mean, I think they got a lot of different ways. I think tonight they showed you they can beat you in the half court game too. So already, which is a nice add-on. You know, it's one thing you go out and you run and gun for your production, but like we said, they didn't run and gun as much as they would like to, like because they weren't getting stops. So you got to get a lot of production in that half court offense, and I thought they did a good job of that for the most part tonight. With what they have, like without having really full Embiid and PG.
Yeah,
totally. So it's safe to say if Maxey can drop 25 or 30 a game, and Embiid and George are good for, say, at least 50 to 55 plus games this year, that we can be a top 4 seed in the East.
Sure. Not Absolutely. Even close. If they play 55 games, I'm not expecting that. But if they play 55 games, I think it's an absolute no-brainer that that's the only question that they have, really.
Yeah.
Is health, and can they stay healthy over the course of a NBA season?
Yeah. Well, I said you're revving them up. I mean, I think when you talk about both of them, I mean, the one never played well in the playoffs, really, but you're still revving them up for the postseason and a stretch run. Like that's how I look at those two. Like I'm looking at those two guys. I'm revving them up for the fourth quarter here, which is that when you're 3 quarters of the season through, right? I'm revving you up for that stretch run into the playoffs. Right. I mean, that's my thought of how I would operate with both of those guys. I mean, both of those guys play 20, 25 minutes a night when they play from here on out until we're 3 quarters through, and then it's rev time.
Right.
Yeah, no, I think what the Sixers have come into, during pretty much the whole Embiid era is they've needed him to be the offense. So he's had to play 30-plus minutes a night, right, which has killed his body. Right now that you have these young guards that can just run every single night, Embiid, like you said, can play 20 minutes a night. He doesn't have to kill his knees, right? And then once we get into March, April, right, we're getting, we're 70 games in, and this dude's finally at 100%. He's only realistically played a third of a season, right? Whereas previously he's played 70, 80% of the year at full go, and he's tired by game 5 of the conference semis, right? Now you'll get a relatively, say you're at 90%, 95% Embiid, as opposed to 50, 60%. I don't know where he was at, right? Like maybe you're getting that guy who's the MVP in the playoffs as opposed to in meaningless February games, right? And that, honestly, like that's the difference, having the younger guys is going to give you the different ability to do that stuff. So,
and it's nice to see that he finally looks like he grew up a little bit and not care about the 30 points and 10 rebounds. I feel like in years past, as much as he had to carry the offense, he also fed into the narrative and loved that he had to score 30 every night. Like he just went for it. And I feel like this year is different. He might not care to average 18 a night. Like that'd be great. If he averaged 18, 10 a night, I'd be perfect. Like I don't need him to. Obviously, I want him to score 30 a couple nights in a row, but you don't got to force it. Like Ryan said, this offense isn't reliant on you scoring 30 now every single night. he can be more of a playmaker, especially in the run and gun offense we're having. Get the rebound, kick it ahead. That's all you got to do.
I think you need him. I think you need him even more. Again, we'll go back to pitching, and we'll talk about building him up. But I think what you need him to be is a closer, right? And he has that ability to be that. I think you need him in that role, right? We talk about what the fourth quarter really means, especially playoffs and big games. What it really matters in that fourth quarter, and that's where you're going to need him to do his best work, right? That's where you need that 20-point fourth. Right, that 15.4, something crazy, and and him and Tyrese have to be the guys in those situations. It was nice to see VJ win 9 tonight in the fourth. That's great, but there's going to be nights where maybe he doesn't get that, and that's where you're going to need Joel, PG. You're going to need some of those guys that are used to those moments to do what they do, even though they're older and they're injury prone. But when they play, you need them to be them. Or the best version of themselves now. I always say if I get 75% in B, that's I'll take that every night. Every night. I probably need a little bit more 90% PG than that. Right? PG probably need like 90, but in B, you give me 75% in B, that's better than 90% of the league. So sign me up for that.
Absolutely.
Yeah, and clearly
what scared me with Embiid was I think he jumped one time the entire game. When it was the block, I think it was like the end of the third quarter. He blocked Jaylen Brown. I think it's the only time he left his feet the whole game, which you say, okay, that's a good thing. Well, if he's not playing confident in his body, I think we saw what that looked like today. So it's tough. It's tough to criticize.
I think it's a cardio run. I think that's what tonight really is. You want my honest opinion? It's a cardio run. It's get up and down the court. It's get the sweat in because there's nothing gets you prepared for NBA games without playing in NBA games, right? We always talk about that. There's just a different up and down. So I think the only way you start getting that knee right and you getting the stamina up is by doing it. So that might be even doctors telling them like, oh, don't be jumping too much. I can even say, hey, stay on your feet. Stay on your feet for a little bit. But Wemby looks like he's dunking on like kids right now. I just saw the highlights of Wemby. Look at
I'm literally pulling up the highlight. I
just got an alert. I
think
everyone's got the alert.
I'm literally going to watch it right now.
He is literally, it looks like he's on a Fisher Price net. Just dunking on.
Second alert, I got Cooper Flag scoreless at halftime, by the way.
Yeah, he's from me.
VJ Rookie of the Year.
Yeah, we got the right pick.
Yeah,
those odds right. And clearly the analytics say steer clear of the final 6 minutes or whatever. That's what I'm hung up on. Because to your point, Tom, we need Embiid to be the closer. So that's what we're ramping him up to be. I would love to see him in the second half of the fourth quarter. Like if you're gonna dive just whatever it is, mix his minutes up to 20 minutes a night.
Yeah,
however you got to do
it. It's week one. I'm an Eagles man.
It's
it's the first game at 82. Like, I mean, you know what I mean?
I like week one.
Oh, listen, I don't care if he plays 15 minutes, but I'd like 3 of those minutes to be at the end of the game.
I don't disagree with you. Maybe tonight they just felt like they weren't getting the best version of him. So, like, they might have had him at 25 minutes, and they said, we're good. We're good at 20. Like, maybe they said tonight, we're good at 20. He's between 20 and 25, and they said, maybe they made a right coaching decision and said, you know what? We're playing better without him right now, right? He's going to have to deal with it. And I like that even more. Because you got Robbie Thompson who will run you out there every time. You know what I mean? In this town. Oh, go get another one. This will be the time to get your hit. This will be the time. But go ahead. You're over 40. Go get another one. So this is something different. It's a breath of fresh air. It might be. I'm just reading through the tea leaves. He didn't play well tonight, so maybe it's more of a, we're not going to get you extra 5. We're good. I'm saying they said that to him. I'm just saying. Like, he might know he's got 20 or 25, and he played 20, and they can just literally go to him and say, we were good with you at 20. That's it.
Yeah, shut it down.
Yeah, and so I'm looking at it right now. He
lost by 2 or 3. That Nick Nurse is getting peppered at the stand. You missed 2 free throws first time. Where was Embiid?
I agree with that completely. Yeah.
Embiid played 19 minutes in the preseason game. So the 20-minute
It's one
restriction
minute.
that makes sense.
And what he dropped? What he dropped?
No doubt
18?
we dodged a bullet tonight.
He dropped 14.
14
Yeah,
in 19
14,
minutes.
7, and 8. 14, 7 boards, 8 assists.
Yeah,
3 steals.
Yeah. Like I keep trying. And Buckets, you know this too because you expect it as well. That's what I expect. If I get 19 minutes of Joel Embiid, I expect closer to that. And I don't expect 8 dimes. I mean, that's just feeling good about yourself. Right?
Yeah.
But the rest of it, I expect. I expect 14 at this point of his career, 20 minutes. I expect 15 to 16 points.
But
I expect
14, 7, and 8 when? At the preseason?
the last preseason game. Yeah.
Yeah.
I was saying,
You give me 15 and 5 in 19 minutes. I'm happy.
I'll blow
I'm
it.
absolutely happy with that.
And Tom, you said it earlier, right? Like Joel throughout his career, regardless of how many minutes he's played, he's been around a point per minute guy.
Yeah.
You know, so 15 and 20, 15 and 19 is usually what he would do.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's just the
I
whole.
feel like I
thing.
was just sitting here with you guys. I feel like I was just sitting here with you. You know what I mean?
The whole.
Forgot there was live audience.
Go.
A little turbulence ended up in his lap.
Let's talk.
My bad. My fault. How'd you get here? Joel?
It's crazy though. This is the first time, and even Embiid's first game he played in, he had a minute restriction. But this is the first time we've had a rookie like come in, and you're like, wow, this guy is going to be a bona fide star in this league. Like, this is the first time.
I was going to say, is he the best rookie year you expect since Embiid? Like, not career, but you're talking.
It might be better than Embiid.
Rookie year.
Oh, I think this is. Let's say, Allen Iverson. This is Allen Iverson impact.
Wow.
Like no, like to a rookie year. Like, what kind of rookie year? What did Allen Iverson's rookie year? Like 20, 22? I forget. So long ago. I'm just guessing by saying that. And assuming something. And I think it's big, then he went up obviously after that. But it's similar, man. I'm telling you, in the athleticism. Now he's taller, which has the advantage. He's not a 6-foot guard out of Georgetown. He's
only 3.5.
Yeah.
23 and a half.
How you feeling?
Wow.
20 years ago,
7.5
how you feel 20 years ago? Pulling out of hat, cat out of hat.
He shot, and Allen Iverson shot 41.6% and 34% from 3. So,
my point is,
show me.
I'm not telling you he's better than Allen Iverson. We're not doing that right now. That's not the point of the conversation. It was, rookie year. What's the impact? It's that type of impact. It's a culture changer. It's a generation. It's a franchise changer. It's a generation changer. It's wearing it with pride changer. It's so much that is going to come with this. Just enjoy the ride, baby. Soak it the hell in, right? There's a 6'4" guard from the Bahamas, right? Bahama mama, right? Let's go. Generators and all. I mean, how many more rafts and boats can we get, right? Sign me up. All right, how many more we got?
Because we went through an entire process, and besides Embiid, who was the first one, he came out on a minutes restriction, but you knew right away he was going to be a star. But even he was on a restriction that entire year. But we went through an entire process.
Wasn't the foot?
We went through an entire process of Okafor, Noel, MCW, friggin' you name it. Like Landry Shamet, friggin' I can't even. The list goes on and on. Zaire Smith, not even the league. Markelle Fultz, Ben Simmons. We went through all these people, and in a year where we had championship expectations, you get the third pick and come out with the best one yet. That's the irony of it. Like last year, before the year started, we're like championship or bust. We're in, and then all of a sudden, it just falls apart quicker than any season ever. And then this guy comes out of nowhere and gives you the best. Like, and it's one game, so I don't want to go too crazy, but he is just clearly showing you
we might be already there.
What do we sit here and say on draft night about a couple of different things, right? But let's just give credit where credit's due to this show as a whole, right? Because we talked about how many where the home runs at. Like when you talk about the lottery, where do most of the home runs come at? They come at the 3 for whatever reason. And even pre-lottery, right? You talk about MJ, you talk about all the likes. There's a lot of home runs at 3. Now, would you rather have one and choose from everything? Of course. But sometimes the media tells you who that is as an organization, and not you say who I want. And that's where guys can get in trouble because of assumptions from what right? They just love watching. They love watching First Take. Look at them.
Yeah,
you know what I mean? You got a GM who just loves it, and you get Zion pumped down your throat, and it shouldn't be the guy hypothetically, or you get and you know this kid's going to be good, so we're not going to go with Cooper Flagg, right? He's going to be a good player, but you get what I'm saying. Like there's likes of that go on that I feel like we were told who the number one pick was supposed to be, and that can mess you up. And sometimes that can be something that doesn't matter, right? Like you guys get where I'm going with that. Like LeBron, he told you LeBron, okay, can't miss.
And look who we played tonight. We played Boston tonight. They got Jaylen Brown and Jason Tatum, third pick, back-to-back years.
Yeah,
number 3 spot. Jaylen Brown and Jason Tatum. Because you're absolutely right. The media pressures you and into feeling obligated to take somebody, even if he's not the best fit for your team. They're just like, oh, Zion. We got.
If Dallas took VJ, he would get burned. You understand? Like they would burn the whole Dallas would just be on fire. Like I don't know what they would burn, but they would just be burning stuff. I mean, light the lamps. I mean, hide all the women and children. I mean, it would be bad. It would be horrendous. Like they couldn't sell it to anybody. They would have to just fold the franchise. It's time. All right, it's been a great run here in Dallas. Go Mavs, right? I mean, because you were. That had to be the pick for them specifically, right? But yeah, all jokes aside, like guys, I think it's I've watched enough basketball. You guys have watched enough basketball, so I'll just speak for myself because I can. I knew it in the summer league, so we didn't have to go further than that. This is just another nail in the coffin on how good he's going to be and how good he already is. And when you're that much of an athlete in the NBA, you just translate better. You just will translate better from the college game to the NBA if you're this athletic. You just will, and you give a shit, right? And you're not a piece of shit, right? Like the factors matter too, right? A 1-2 and all that
shows the work ethic to go with.
Yeah, we're talking about generators 5 minutes ago, Bahama my mama, right? And all these things, but the athleticism, like Tyrese's athleticism and speed will translate day one. We talked about that with the Aaron Fox years ago. There's certain guys that their skill set in the NBA will be like, okay, immediate. What was Allen Iverson's biggest skill set? He's faster than everybody.
Yeah.
Right? He's faster than everybody. Well, Tyrese and VJ feel faster than everybody. So fire me the fuck up and let's go. Let's go. I'll see you in the playoffs, and I'll see everybody in the Eastern Conference Finals. We'll say that tonight. We'll say it tonight, and we won't be saying it after we lose to Charlotte Saturday. So soak it in for a couple of days and enjoy it.
And thank you, James Harden, because as much as it was a pain to lose him, James Harden literally implemented every part of his footwork into Tyrese Maxey. The step backs, the floaters, everything. And Maxey's going to trickle it right down to VJ Edgecombe. Everything he just soaked up like a sponge, he's going to give it right to Edgecombe. And it's going to be beautiful.
No doubt.
Wait till Edgecombe has the fancy footwork and the floater going. Oh, my God. Those two already. I'm juiced up, baby.
Get the t-shirt. Get the t-shirts. Bahama me mamas. Get the t-shirts.
Get it going. You need the double pigs.
The double bag. Robinson. We got the Temu version of Robinson and Duncan.
Duncan and Robinson.
Yeah, we got Temu version.
We got the 3D printed knee Joel and Bona.
Do you remember? You know what I thought about too? Like weird enough, when the Knicks went to the finals with Patrick Ewing, he wasn't ready to win, but that team was ready to win. And when I was watching Embiid tonight, I'm like, this team is freaking ready to win. Like when McCain and George are back, I don't care. Like we're ready. Like we could. The Eastern Conference is wide open. But I'm like, we're better hopefully Embiid is ready to win. Like I just hope he ramps up to a point where like he can like that would suck. It reminded me. Of that.
There's nothing, and I believe this, and I know this to be factual. So I don't care. Like there's not like I can promise people that that's all he wants. That's all he really ever wants is to win. Like if we think anything different, we're listening to the wrong people, right? If we think that that's not his main goal, and he's not tired of getting knocked out of the playoffs and being injured in big spots, and it hasn't killed him mentally and physically probably to a point, then we just probably don't know him well enough. Then why do we like him for so long? Like, you know what I mean? If we're going to think that now, then why did we love him for so long? Just because he was so good? No, we believed he wanted to win. We watched the tears, right? We watched the different things. And I think to your point earlier is this team's ready to win. These kids are taking over, right, in a way. And now it allows him to take a step back a little bit. But now, listen, it doesn't force him to have to come play 35 minutes if he's not ready right now, right? It doesn't force him into any of that. It doesn't force the organization to do it. That's the biggest key here. We're talking about him being the best version of Joel Embiid in 2025, 2026, in January, February, March, right? Like, I don't even say February, March. Like, that's and moving forward. That's when I want the best version of him. That's when I need the best version of him. And I think
you just need to keep your head above water until George and McCain come back. Because I think
I agree with that completely.
Because when
or
George
at least McCain, because you need more offense, right? You need it from somewhere else.
But even George,
especially the bench where we think McCain's going to filter into, right?
Yeah, because Grimes, McCain, Oubre off your bench is beautiful. Like I'm Bahama Mom and everywhere. But all you need is those two back. Because last year they sat Embiid the entire year thinking like, oh, we'll just get him ready for the playoffs. That's the plan. Like once the playoffs come around, we'll be ready.
All right, Wemby weren't
good enough.
Wemby just cupped a block. Like Wemby just cupped the guy by blocking his shot. Like he cupped the ball. He just literally blocks him. It's not even fair. Like this isn't even what should be allowed. It's illegal what I just watched. What I just watched in an NBA game is a 6'11" center with a 7'8" wingspan just get cupped like he shouldn't be allowed in the league. Like yep. You trying to shoot that? Oh my god! I feel like yeah. Sorry. Go ahead. My bad.
No, I was just saying, keep your head above water till McCain and George come back. Because when they come back, I think Embiid can rest as long as he wants. If this team
what's the timetable for Paul George? What is going on with him?
He should be back soon. He should not take long. I mean, he's practicing. He's playing fives in practice. So he
was cleared for the preseason game, I thought.
Yeah, so they're really just ramping him up clearly in practice. I don't think he's still like injured. McCain's not playing fives.
So
he should be back soon.
If you use the same formula that we were trying to use last year, where you just save him for the playoffs, you can do that with this team. You just need everyone healthy. Like you can save him for the playoffs. Like you just need everyone healthy. Like if we try to do what we did last year, we'd be fine.
What, save Embiid, you're saying?
Yeah, if you just saved them, like the plan that we had last year blew up on our face because everybody else wasn't performing and everyone else got hurt. Like Maxey got hurt, George got hurt. You had nothing.
Yeah.
So but this team now is good enough with McCain and George and Edgecombe and Maxey you don't need Embiid right now, especially against Charlotte on a Saturday. Like you'll win games without him. So that formula will work. You just need those two back ASAP. So I just hope.
Well, you still got to play him 20 minutes or 25 minutes in that game Saturday though, like because you do need the endurance part of it, like we keep talking about, right? Like you do need the endurance side of it because you don't want to like go do that in February. That's not what you want.
Yeah,
you want him playing to be able to play 20, 25 minutes, rev him up to 30, right? You keep him at 30 for probably a good amount of time, and then you rev him up a little bit more after that. Say March, right? Probably March, early March, late February, maybe. You're revving him up another 5-10 minutes. I'm just having fun with it.
You need him for cardio. You don't need him for production. That's all I'm saying.
No, yep. We agree there. We agree on both. Yeah, yep. I agree with you.
Like I don't need him to score 30. What I'm saying.
First time I ever agree with you this much. It's actually amazing. This is not going to happen now.
I had to stream that.
Yeah, no,
I had to stream that.
Yeah.
No, but I disagree that I don't need 30 ever because there's times I do. There's times if he's playing 25 minutes, I need 25 points, babe. I need that version of Joel Embiid, which I believe I'll get. I believe if he's healthy, I will get that. I am the least bit worried about that. That's the least of my worries.
He did it last year.
Yeah, and it might take 10 games for me to get that, but
yeah,
I mean that's it. Like he will rev up to be in game shape, right? More than even like a preseason game, right? It's not even game shape in my opinion, right? This is a little bit different. Game shape is a real game, and now that that game one's over, like I think the pace of the league and slows a little bit too as it goes. Make sense?
Yeah.
Right. A little bit more physical game 1 of the year than you're going to be game 15, depending versus Charlotte, hypothetically. Right.
Right. Yeah. Like, will I need it against a Western Conference team, against a tough team? Yeah. But I don't need it every night. That's my point. Like, this team can
No,
win
you're
without-
right.
Need it every night.
With McCain and George, to your point.
Correct. Yeah. With the whole team, you don't need it. Just as
But you got
presence.
so much production. I mean, you got guys. We just talked about 2 that can
Crazy.
drop 20.
Crazy.
George can
Deepest
drop
team
20.
in the Embiid era, and it's not even close.
Grimes
not
gave
even
you
close.
20. VJ gave you 20. Tyrese gave you 20. Kelly can give you 20. Right? I mean, I just named 8 or 9 guys. Like, holy shit.
The backup big situation is not great.
Never has been, Luke.
I think it's even worse now, just because Bona is like B-ball Paul level the way he fouls. I mean, I think he had 4 fouls in the second quarter, and he's not efficient enough on the glass. So like when you say double big, I would rather whip out one of those other 2 guys than have Bona out there, because Bona gives you a little bit of rim protection. He doesn't give you anything great off the glass considering how big he is. He obviously can't shoot, not a good free throw shooter. I don't know what he gives you in the double big lineup. And to be honest, when he's out there, the Barlow at the small ball 5 gave him much more than Bona did, because Bona can't stay on his 2 feet. He fouls every defensive possession, or if he's not fouling, then he's giving up an offensive rebound. So like he gives you nothing. Nothing.
Yeah, to your point.
And I'd rather just go small ball.
I thought Barlow didn't stay on his feet ever either, but I thought Barlow was way better, way more efficient.
He had what, like 2 blocks, 3 blocks. He altered some shots, and what he did do that Bonus was able to do more last year, not tonight. I think he had 5 O boards. How many times have we been crying for that for the last?
I said it for the t-shirts. I don't need it to be Bona. I was just joking. Like I said it for the
yeah.
t-shirt.
No, I'm not a Bona guy, and they brought Drummond off the bench. They should never even think about doing that again. So they need somebody just to fill minutes there. Because imagine what it's going to be like in those games Embiid doesn't play. Like I think I would not be surprised if in one of those games, a few of those games, going into the game, starting lineup, Barlow's playing small ball 5, and they're playing George at the 4, like everything you just say you don't want. It's probably what's going to end up happening because they just give you nothing.
I hate PG at the 4 though. It drives me nuts.
Yeah, no, I hear you, but it puts you in a tough spot because those guys do nothing.
Luke,
they don't do anything for you.
You're right and you're wrong.
I think
it depends on matchups, guys. Like I don't think there's anything
right. I said a few games. Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. You said a few games. Fair enough. I didn't.
Yeah.
You didn't hear the few, but
not every game, but a few.
Yeah, like I thought Edgecombe, Max or not Maxi, Oubre, Edgecombe.
You guys are overthinking a little bit.
Barlow.
Yeah, like you get your rebound production from all areas. I think VJ, like we talked about earlier, VJ rebounds at a high level for a guard, especially a rookie, right? And I thought those other guys did a good job for the most part of being athletic enough to get rebounds, right? Because rebounds isn't as much about if you're 7'2", is if you get good position and you're athletic enough, right? And a lot of rebounds from deep end up getting tipped, etc. So how much of a hustle guy are you, right? How well do you box out, right, to be able to go get those loose ball rebounds? Make sense? So I think that this was a better lineup. And if you get Drummond start sometimes when Embiid doesn't play, it's probably because you're playing a true big, right? And if you get the smaller, you're probably playing, a 6'10" big man who likes to stretch it a little bit more, right? So it just, I think it's all just depends. But I'm not worried. I'm worried about it because, Embiid's never really healthy, right? So you have to be worried about it. I don't want to worry about it anymore. I used to not worry about it in years past, but I'm there now. Hey guys, my name's Tom. I'm an Embiid. I have an Embiid addiction. And so, but now you got to worry about it. But I think game 1 for Bona, I'm not that worried about him. He's going to run into that stuff. So as a young big, where he's a little bit of a dog on a hardwood floor. But I think overall, it gives you enough rim protection. He's enough of an athlete. He's got to want the rebound. In my opinion, it's just getting him better at it. But I think there's enough guys, and we're so athletic outside of that too, right? Like I feel like we're a really athletic team. So, But long season, you can make a move, right? We get a vet minimum in here and get another Andre Drummond.
Edgecombe had 7 boards.
That's what I'm saying. That's what I'm
Barlow,
saying.
like everybody crashes, but
it's about a group effort. Like rebounding is never a one-person effort job. Like to be a great, you can be a great rebounding team and be a bunch of 6'8" guys, 6'9" guys. Doesn't matter.
Yeah.
You know, you can't go Houston where you're running a 6'5", 6'6" PJ Tucker. Okay, right? You know what I mean? But you got to have at least length. Like Barlow has length to him, right? He's a 6'8" guy, but he looks more 6'11", right? He's just because he's lengthy, he's long. So, like you can survive in the league with that if you have a group effort rebounding. If you got guards that are getting 7 boards, you're going to be able to survive now.
Yeah, no, that's like
when Barlow's huge part of that. He's great. He had 8 boards tonight. He was great.
He looked good.
Yeah,
he was great.
Like when we played the Knicks a couple of years ago in the playoffs, right? A couple of years ago, we played the Knicks in the playoffs, right? Like these guys are just grinding out offensive rebounds. It
wasn't the big guys, right? It
wasn't the big
Josh Hart killed us. Josh Hart had like 8 a game.
Yeah, dude, it was nuts. Like, and I'm watching these games, and I they're at I'm drawing a blank. I'm kind of tired. But like, guys like the janky fouls, like these guys getting absolutely out rebounded, and you're clearly the better team, and you're just getting out grinded. I feel like these guys aren't going to get out grinded this year, which is just massive, especially on
Nick
nights
Nurse
when
teams don't over years past. Like most Nick Nurse coach teams, because he has these type of guys. He has these young Thundercats types, right? And that will grind it out because they're on a 2-way contract or they're a rookie or they're trying to make their way into the league where you'll get that energy and effort because nobody in the NBA I've heard preach more energy effort than Nick Nurse. I mean, it's pretty clear what he wants and what he thinks, his team should look like and play like. Which I'm confident that he has a lot of kids that will buy into that message because it's hard to get vets to buy into that message sometimes. But when you start getting a little bit younger and then you have the right vets, which I do believe this team does, right? When you talk about even a guy like Kyle Lowry just sitting there being a coach, it's an extension of the coach as a player. That's always important. And he's there to mentor VJ and other things. That's never a problem. Kyle Lowry was a real good player. Like I don't want to remember Kyle Lowry when he's 40. I want to remember Kyle Lowry when he's 25. That dude was a good player in this league for a long time.
Yeah.
So it's good to have that. And he was tough, right? It was tough. So when you have that toughness and now your coach wants that, and now you got a player that's preaching, I just feel good about where we're at. That's all. I don't want to overrate game 1. I could have said this last night before this game even started. My internet's going out. I'm fucking glitching probably because Noah's coming back in. Here comes Noah.
Maybe I'm overthinking it or over-congratulating, but Nick Nurse starting VJ too. No, Nick Nurse starting VJ is huge because he could have easily started Grimes and had VJ off the bench.
Yeah,
easily.
I think the Grimes contract thing helped a ton there.
Yeah, if you're not paying a guy $25 million, you don't have to start. And
also he was absent. He showed up late. Got into it late. He missed a lot of time. But like logistically speaking, we walked into Boston in a game where Embiid had 4 points in 20 minutes. He shot 1 for 9, 0 for 4 from 3, and was a -16, and you won the game.
It's crazy.
Like
crazy.
That's why when you talk about like overreacting, even if this blows up in our face, the fact that this is in Boston, if this game was in Utah or if this game was in Memphis, fine. The fact that this happened in Boston and he played that bad and we pulled out with a win.
Always remember tonight. Always remember tonight. It's like remember Christmas. That's why I said when we came in, Luke, I said this is Christmas all over again. We might go 2-12 in our next 14, but we'll always have tonight, baby.
We'll always have opening night.
I kind of like, to the Christmas point, I kind of liked how no one really is taking us serious now. Like before, we were like contenders. We were national TV every day. Now we're not on TV during Christmas. We don't have a game during Christmas. Like now we were on national TV on opening night, and I can't remember how long. I feel like our opening night games were always nationally televised.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Like now we got every streaming service in the country. Now you got Peacock, YouTube, freaking.
They weren't on any of them.
None of them. Not a single one.
None of them.
That's what I was looking for down here. I'm like, all right, are they on ESPN Plus? Are they on Peacock? They got to be on something. Like NBC Sports is Peacock. Where are you at?
Nothing.
Yeah. Crazy.
Yeah, so it was, that I like that too. Like, don't think we're good, and then you're good. And I said it before the year. It doesn't always work that way, but it's usually when you get over your hump sometimes. And not saying they will. We have a long season to play here, but if you get over your hump, which is only a second round playoff win, it's not that serious, right? But when you get over your hump is usually when people think it's done, and people think that window's closed. And we just got lucky to hit the third pick, and have Tyrese Maxey. Like, we're just lucky in a guard-driven league to already have a damn good guard that's turning into a star in this league, and then to be able to steal one at 3 like we did. Okay, I mean, we couldn't be in a better situation franchise-wise in the future while still having 2 vets that are ready to air quote win now if they're healthy. So
And steal one last year. Let's not forget he was going to win Rookie of the Year if he didn't get hurt.
McCain, yeah.
Like, that's like, people forget that narrative too. He was Rookie of the Year if he didn't get hurt.
Yeah, Maxey.
Probably.
Maxey's 25 in 2 weeks. And then you got McCain and Edgecombe. Like Luke said, McCain's Rookie of the Year last year, no doubt, if he doesn't get hurt. Edgecombe, he keeps playing like this, he will be Rookie of the Year.
Yep. And he's off to a great start of that, right? Like, to the point. And I think that's what we were talking about coming into this season. That's what we were talking about on draft night. Why we felt like we were in a really good situation for the future and now at the same time. Like, because Maxey's coming into that prime time of his career, right? And then you have Edgecombe and you have McCain, and then you have a Grimes who's still young enough, right? But then you still have the Embiid and Paul George as like a little appetizer or a little dessert, right? You call it a little dessert. That's a dessert, a little creme brulee, right? A little creme brulee, a little dessert, right? Get the fire and it's crunchy, right? You get all that going, and that's what you're gonna have, and that's what we can have. And I think this team is good enough, and this might be the first time I might actually believe it, that they'll be good enough to get out of the second round because of what the Eastern Conference is. Because of what the Eastern Conference is, I don't know who that big bad wolf is. I just don't know. I mean, fine, tell me who it is, and I'll be scared of them, right? So I'm not like it's a long season, and it's really a lot of it is based on the big fella being 80%, 75%, right? But just from the other guys that we know of are playing, that's a playoff team. Knowing that, right, that we're a playoff team without Embiid and without Paul George, I feel like it's a playoff team. If McCain's out, right? It's a playoff team in today's Eastern Conference. Fine.
Yeah.
How about other guys too? Like today,
you had those
other guys.
You had those 2 in though. Is that not a team good enough to get out of the second round?
Potential, yeah. If they're healthy, I'm curious how Paul George looks in it. Though I gotta be honest,
you're a playoff team without George and Embiid.
Oh yeah.
Yes.
You add those 2 air quote healthy because we never know. Is this not a team good enough to get out of the second round?
Absolutely.
That's all I'm saying. Like this, that's the crazy part. That we could be. If there's a year to do it, and it goes back to the original conversation. No, this was the year nobody's given us a chance. We thought there's reports that he was never going to play again. You know what I mean? Like, it was maybe it's it for Embiid, right? Retirement. I heard a couple times. I might have heard retirement.
He had a week to live.
Yeah. Like, it was a deathbed over a knee, over a 3D printed knee. He was on a deathbed, right? So.
I mean, he had 2 weeks to live.
Yeah.
He got flown in on a helicopter off VJ's generator, and here we are.
Oh my goodness! So you look, but you responded. I don't know how you even go on. You know what I mean? But he was on his way out. But this is when nobody gave us a chance, and everybody thought it was over, rightfully so. And sometimes when you think it's over, you luck out with and I don't want to ever see Tatum get hurt, right? But you luck out as for the Sixers in that really takes a big hit of the big bad wolf that was in the Eastern Conference, which was the Celtics for this year, right? So it's like, well, if there's a year to jump in and know that you have a little bit easier of a route to get to an Eastern Conference Finals, man, let's fucking go. Let's find a way.
Totally. And the other fun part about this team, like last year, you're watching like guys like Jabari Walker and Barlow right now. Last year, that was Eric Gordon, Andre Drummond, guys that you knew are cooked. Jabari Walker is, I think, 23 years old. Barlow is 22 years old.
Yeah, Barlow's
so like,
22. Yeah.
So like everyone has this idea of like, oh, they can't be great. You're like, I'm not saying they'll ever play in an All-Star game. They definitely will not. But you don't know what the hell they're going to be. They're fresh into the league.
Well, why can't they be really damn good role players?
Yeah, we
on
feel
a-
like
Right, that's what I'm saying.
on a coaching
you don't know.
staff. Yeah, and Jabari Parker's 23, or Jabari Walker. He's 23.
Yeah.
So you're right there. But like the point is why can't we talk? I've talked about Rico Hines at nauseam. Like you got a great player developer here, and Rico Hines. Not every organization has guys that I would say I respect to that level, right? So knowing that, like that's why I've always felt good about our player development here, Greg, right? But we never really had the young guys to really do it with outside of Maxey. But to Luke's point,
it really wasn't talent. You're right.
Yeah, now you got young guys. And we're not even talking about Bone. We're not talking about like, we got a lot of young guys. So now they can get your fingerprints on kids.
Yeah.
And when you're getting a kid, it's easier to get your fingerprints on them than if you just coming in, you're a great developer, and you got a bunch of old guys. Well, what am I developing? You're done. You know what I mean? You're on your deathbed. You know what I mean? This is it. You're on your retirement tour. So this gives these guys as a coaching staff like a little bit of breath of fresh air too, because you get to be able to do what you really pride yourselves in. And I think this coaching staff as a whole, with Nick Nurse and Rico, they pride themselves in developing guys and getting guys really good in this league. They've been known to put out a lot of really good players floating around in this league that are on true contenders. Like I would say, the Knicks are our biggest competitor to get to an Eastern Conference Finals if you ran into them in their first or second round. Okay. That's the toughest task, in my opinion, right now, without even looking at anything, just off the top of my head.
Yeah.
That's the toughest team. So
yeah, and you hear coaches too, like sorry, Mike, even like in the city, like Vic Fangio talking about all the young kids that we have on this defense, you know, and how they're sponges, right? So I'm sure that's how the Sixers feel. I'm sure it's how the Sixers feel with as you said, Tommy, with those young kids, right? Yeah. Sponges, guys that you can actually develop instead of getting these vets, as you mentioned, that come in with their own way of doing things, with their own aura that they're not willing to give up in order to grind and to build something. But Tommy, I want to touch on something real quick that you were kind of talking about is not saying we're going to not game one, right? So not saying championship, right? But it's always those years and always those scenarios that you don't think that you have a shot that end up good things happen, right? You know, our 2 Super Bowl wins. It's like the GOAT and the current GOAT. You know what I mean? Like you shouldn't be in those games. Like there's no reason why you should win those games, and then you do. And again, not saying that this team's going to win a championship, but can you get past the second round? Can you get past the second round for one time? And that's what it looks like, right? And that's what it feels like. That the years that it doesn't look like it's going to be there on paper are sometimes the years that you have the best year.
Yeah, that's absolutely. Or you think you're too young, right? Yeah, maybe not ready for that. And we're not even talking about cutting nets down. You know what I mean? We're just talking about we're just talking about getting out of the second round.
Yeah, I mean the East is wide open. The Western Conference is loaded, but the Bucks are without Lillard, the Pacers are without Halliburton, the Celtics are without Tatum, and it looks like Porzingis for a long time. Apparently, Porzingis had Pott's disease or Pott's syndrome. I didn't know that.
What? What's that mean?
Something with his heart. His heart rate would spike up to 135.
That's why he didn't play like in Boston. They were worried about something going on with his health, and that's why I don't understand people like trades get canceled because of physicals. How the hell did that one not get like? What's up with that?
Yeah,
they were allowed to get rid of him.
Yeah, why
he's in Atlanta now. He's in Atlanta, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. So Atlanta's got him missing. Tatum.
They got smoked today, didn't they?
Yeah. That's all I'm saying. No,
and the Clippers, those picks are going. They're looking beautiful right now. Let's just call it like it is. The Clippers look like us last year. They went to Utah today in their opener, while those old guys got as much as they can under them. They got blown out. Lost by 20.
Was
hard
months.
it
And,
takes 2 months to
Ace-
ramp up.
Ace Bailey didn't start, and he had like 6 points. So there's that too.
That's crazy. No, I really do give credit to Nick Nurse because it would have been so easy to start Grimes. And I know the training camp and the contract definitely helped because, like Luke said, he was beat. But like he could have easily just started Grimes and took VJ off the bench. But he started VJ and it paid off. I mean, he had what, 14 first quarter points? 11?
14.
Most in history.
Yeah. So I mean that was huge.
Love to see it.
Well, what player saves your job?
I'm sure he had a lot of say in that and picking him too.
Yeah. I'm saying, is Quentin Grimes out here fucking saving guys' jobs in the NBA?
No.
You know what I mean? No. But a number 3 pick that becomes a home run saves your shit. Because you already got a star. And I didn't even talk about the other one yet. We ain't talking about the big guy. I was talking about the guard. Like, that's what I don't know. I couldn't be more excited about it. And I like Dylan Harper too. I did. But VJ, I just, the athleticism is the difference maker in the defense.
Yeah.
Like the want to play defense, the want to rebound, right? And the athleticism and the perimeter game. Man, that's so important. Luke, Greg, I mean, we've done shows for a while. Like, we've talked about the perimeter. We've talked about we suck defending the perimeter. And I'm not saying we're the 85 Bears in basketball terms, right, defensively, because we're not. But I'm just saying the athleticism that he brings out there is so vital. It really is. And this isn't even his like man body yet. You know what I mean? This isn't even his finished product on like what he'll end up looking like. Right?
And you're adding another rookie of the year. Like, I just want people to really remember that too. You're getting another rookie of the year possibly off your bench. This is the run.
Back-to-back rookie of the years. That's what Luke is.
This is
back-to-back. Air quote, asterisk, back-to-back rookie of the years.
This is McCain's numbers before he went out for the year. 27, 23, 24, 29, 20, 20, 30, 18, 15, then he got hurt. So like
he was going down. He was on his way down.
He was back to earth.
Yep.
Yeah, he was.
There was tape put out. They put out tape.
It's funny because now we can guard the perimeter, no problem. It's just rim protection. To beat the Sixers, even with Embiid in the lineup, just attack the rim. But we watch such a heavy 3-point shooting league that everyone jacks up threes because that's what the analytics say to do, and it bails us out. Because we're a team full of guards. We're undersized. Like, even with Embiid on the floor, he's not jumping. Like Luke said, he jumped one time all night tonight.
But he'll jump game 1 in the playoffs.
I get it. No, I'm not saying he can't. I can't. He can't.
Now we're saying he can never jump again. Like we.
No. I'm saying games 1 through 82
tonight. How he hasn't jumped, and I feel like now we're assuming is that what we feel? Do we feel like he'll never jump?
I do. No, in the playoffs, quarters 1 through 3, he doesn't jump. I've watched it for years on years. He waits till the fourth quarter because he doesn't want to get in foul trouble, which is smart. Not complaining. Just saying the way to beat this team is to attack the rim. Because quarters 1 through 3 in the playoffs, he's not going to jump. He doesn't want to get in foul trouble. He doesn't contest anything. Like, I've watched.
Yeah, we're also going to be we're going to be a bottom of the pack defensive team in the league this year. Like, I have no doubt in my mind saying that, and that's fine. Again, like you're talking about a very young team, guard heavy team. And it's going to come down to how good they are in transition throughout the year.
Yeah. I still think, because you got a guy that preaches defense here, and if you got a bunch of young kids that want to play defense, you can be good enough, right? You can
but I think so many times.
I'm not talking about top 10 defense in the league. I'm saying like middle of the pack. Like you're in the middle.
I don't think it's an effort thing either. I really don't. I just think that they don't have the guys to do it right now. And you add McCain to that mix, it's not going to get any better. But like they had Jaylen Brown posting up numerous guys, like Grimes, throughout the night in the fourth quarter, just hunting them out. There's some teams going to have mismatches throughout the whole game. That's just what's going to happen.
Well, we got to hunt out theirs too, right?
Yeah. No, I mean, we just got to run.
Yeah. No,
we'll be one of the best offensive teams in the league.
That's the only thing that drives me nuts is the easy layups and the easy dunks. If we can clean that up, giddy up.
Yeah.
Well, I think that's it. Part of that's game 1 with young guys.
Yeah.
Right. That's why you steal a win tonight, because it's game 1 with young guys. So to steal a win tonight is awesome because of how young they are. So now you gain some confidence right? And listen, we'll see where it goes. Saturday, Charlotte here, and
Hip hop's
let's
back.
go. Yeah, let's go. Let's
Hip
go.
Hop Anonymous.
Let's go 2-0. Let's try to go 2-0 here and keep feeling good about ourselves, or go the other way. All right, let's get into some Eagles before it gets way too late here. And circle back to a poll an hour and 19 minutes ago.
We had bigger things to worry about.
Yeah,
we
we
had
did.
bigger things to talk about.
Hey, we had to talk about the game 1 of the Sixers for an hour and 20 minutes.
Set
Like,
the
come
show
on,
up.
man.
You don't expect that kind of win to open the
I mean,
show,
34
right?
points will get you talking.
Well, 34 points from a rookie. I think we did it. That's another delicious move from Dylan Harper, by the way. But we almost didn't give it enough credit in a weird way early on in the show.
Yeah, no doubt.
Right. I think we sort of not that we like I said, nobody called that. Nobody had that on their bingo card. 34. If he gave you 20, you're loving it, right? You're loving a 20 piece. You're like, yup, we got our guy, right? Even if it's like 8 for 28 shooting, you're like, you got your guy. You know what I mean? You get 20.
No, it's a big night. It's not like we played Charlotte. I mean, we played the fucking Boston Celtics on the road at the Garden and got the job done.
No, you know it.
No,
you know it. I said this is Allen Iverson impact.
Yeah,
this is equivalent to what that was. We don't have much more to equate to. This has been a poverty franchise to equating like every decade saying you have greatness because you don't.
It really is.
It really is. Like we have some key guys that were awesome, but like there isn't a laundry list here, babe. So the only thing in my lifetime I can equate it to Sixers wise is
not a lot of playoff success to go with it either. So
yeah, he didn't give us a 20-piece nugget. He gave us the whole bundle box tonight.
Yeah.
I was praying for 16. That was my number. I'm like, let's just get the 16 points, get the hell out of here. I'll feel good about myself. We'll build off of it. And he doubled that. Crazy.
I'll be up one time.
Insane.
Yeah, but and again, is he going to do that Saturday against Charlotte? Maybe not.
He's going for 50.
No.
Or
Yeah,
maybe
he's going to be better.
Or maybe he comes and drops 25, and you're like, okay, he's going to have a monster rookie year.
Yeah.
Like if he comes back and drops a 25 piece, you're like, okay, there isn't a big learning curve here, babe. Athletes. You know what I mean? Athletes will athlete and go. You know, we talk about our coaching staffs all the time. You give me athletes, I will get him better, right? And I think this is a guy that, as a coaching staff, I would drool over, right? To get this guy in your fingertips, little. How are you? Hey, how are you? How you feeling?
He looked like Jimmy Butler got bit by like a spider or something. It's like he's just like glitchy. He jumps, he's twitchy. He looks like Jimmy Butler in that he's like pound for pound. You look at him, you're like, he's probably not a slasher. He doesn't look that strong. He is insanely strong around the rim. And he uses it and he plays at his pace. He can speed you up, then he can slow you down. And he's comfortable with the ball in his hands. Like he reminded me of like a twitchy Jimmy Butler today.
Yeah. And the crazy part is, final thoughts on it, he might play even better against Charlotte because Charlotte plays like they're at LA Fitness and all they do is run. It's all transition basketball. It's zero game. It's literally just rim to rim running with zero game.
Little YMCA league.
Yeah.
Yeah,
And
they
They look good today.
What,
They scored
Charlotte?
136 today.
Oh,
Against
I mean, they played Brooklyn, but yeah.
Yeah.
oh, they're just in the playground in Charlotte. With LaMelo. I mean, LaMelo is built for the playground. You know what I mean? Like that, LaMelo will shoot the ball from the inbound, right? You know what I mean? Like he hasn't found a shot he don't like, and he loves getting cute with every pass he's ever made. So they are absolutely built for like the N1 mixtape. Yeah, that's what they really want to be on. They're the Savannah Bananas of the NBA. Yeah, that's what I feel like when I think
They're fun
about
to
it.
watch. They really are.
Oh, I'm not saying they're not. That's my
Yeah.
point. Like, you know what I mean? I'm trying to equate it to something. But I do. KZ enjoys the LA Fitness. Anybody that are playing a YMCA league in your early 20s, you would feel the same way. Yeah. Are we still talking about basketball?
No, you could.
It's hard to stop.
Hey, 5-2 Philadelphia Eagles. A little rivalry game this week. A little redemption tour. You're coming into our house now, you mother. All right, Brandon Graham's leadership and presence will be enough to restore the Eagles' pass rush to a championship caliber unit for the remainder of the season. Agree or disagree? Let us know. I mean, what's it? These kind of questions, the way they're worded, they get me sometimes. And I don't know if I'm alone and I'm on my own little like Tom Island over here, but like if everything around it's good enough to be a championship caliber thing, then I don't. Then like, can it be good enough? Can it be serviceable enough to like help us win a Super Bowl? Like if that's the question, like, or is it going to be the main reason we win a Super Bowl? Like, you know, like a championship caliber unit, but they could be like average and everything around it could be great.
It's fixing the pass rush. That's what it's.
Okay, yeah. Just to clarify, I like to ask you because I know you.
I hear you. Yeah.
You ask Gemini. Gemini gives you this. I
give Gemini some ideas, and this is what it pops out.
Yeah, so I just want to get.
It's about fixing the anemic.
I should have just called her. I should have just called Jen. Hey, Jen, I need to ask you. Where are we going with it?
Where are we going?
Well, I will double down on it then. So I would say yes, the addition of Brandon Graham and the addition of Nolan Smith, absolutely yes. Because I think the one thing Brandon Graham gives you, and I talked to a lot of people about this randomly, because everybody's like, "Oh, what do you think about BJ?" Well, I'll tell you what I think about BJ. He can't hurt us at this point, and two, he will stop the run. He's always been a good edge run stopper. We don't have that. Nolan Smith's good at it. BG's good at it. We need that. We don't have it. That's our biggest problem, not getting after the quarterback. Like, we're putting pressure on guys. We're just not getting home a ton, but it's not like our pressure rates aren't there. Now, they might not be. I don't have the little, the analytics all in front of me. And if they're not, fine. But I feel like recently we're getting more pressure. I feel like we were at the feet of Carson Wentz that entire game. So I think we're getting there. So I think the addition of him will help your pass rush a little bit. Now, first time playing, probably not, but let him get revved up. Yeah, and he will help you with your run defense. But I think bigger than that, it's the leadership. It's to help the kids, right? It's to help the younger guys here. And getting Nolan Smith back is a big part of why I agree that it's enough. It's enough to help you win a Super Bowl and be good enough. Yes, because you have Jalen Carter here. You still have Jalen Carter here. So anything you can add at this point in the year is a win. We say about this Darius Smith that aged well. We'll say about Brandon Graham. Hope he doesn't double retire right now. But why is he going to hurt you? Last year he was good. Like, people didn't want him to retire yet because he was good. Like, they didn't want to play him as much as they did essentially at 36. But at the end of the year, he was playing at such a high level before he got hurt. It's the only reason he retired probably is because he got hurt. Makes sense? He's probably like, if he didn't retire, if he didn't get hurt, he might not have retired. He might have ran it back for one more. Obviously.
And the Super Bowl helps you go out on top too.
It does, but an injury not where I wanted to go through do I want to come back? And then you get through it and you start watching a couple weeks and you're like, oh, I can help them. That's exactly what happened. I can help them. I
think even if that's what happened, I still just don't. I don't like it for him. I totally agree. That's definitely exactly what just happened.
But why?
I love it for us. Why
don't you looking for him?
I agree with you.
Why don't you looking for him?
I hate it for him.
No, you know why? You know why you shouldn't hate it for him? He's a 2-time Super Bowl winning champion, right?
Yeah.
That in a city that didn't like the pick from day one, that wanted Earl Thomas from day one. There's nothing for he did this already, essentially, to the people who didn't like it. He already proved his worth here. So he's already went out on top. There's no going out on the bottom for him at this point. Like there's not, like, I know where your head's at, but if he's a 2-time Super Bowl winning champion, he's been to 3 of them. I think he's been to more than that, actually. He might have been to another one, but he's at least been to 3, and he's won 2.
Yeah, that's what it. Yeah,
and a guy that nobody liked to pick. I think that's a home run for him. So I think he can only help us. This is a playoff team. He's not going to go out on the bottom as a team that goes 7-10 and doesn't make the dance. Make sense? That's how you go out, not on top. To your point, you play this year, you start this year, you say, I'm all in for one more final farewell, and I'm 4-13.
I mean, I don't want to sound like I'm not confident because I do think that right now, I think if I were to bet on one team to win the Super Bowl, I would say it's us. But I just don't say this crashes and burns because just like any NFL team, it's definitely on the table. I just don't like that for him. I really don't. He went out on his own terms, like you see, and he retired like at the top of his game, and he did the whole ceremony. He introduced the Lombardi Trophy to the whole stadium in the opening night. He's like the ambassador of your team now, and he's embracing that, and I think it's great for him. But to come back and put that all in the air, like, I don't know. But I love it for us. We, as you said, we can't lose. So I love it for us.
Luke, I see what you're saying, but more to it. I'm glad he's back. Don't get me wrong. I definitely think he still has the ability to help us on the field, provided he can stay healthy. But that's a pretty big if right now. I mean, he tore his bicep not once, but twice in less than a year.
Yeah.
And what I worry about at 37 years old, it's not like he's a kicker or a punter, guys. I mean, obviously he's playing a physical game at a very demanding position. And I don't want him to play to the point that it's going to affect him post-career. I don't want him to play to the point where when he's 45 years old, he's not able to walk, and, I think we can all say, and I think I can safely speak for everybody here on this show. We care about this guy, and we've embraced this guy just like he has embraced us and embraced the city of Philadelphia. And I would hate for him to hang on so long to where his health goes south. And I don't just mean his bicep, and I kind of have mixed feelings about him coming back. I definitely think he'll help us on the field, but yeah, I mean, I really worry, how many snaps is too many, and unfortunately we've seen it for a number of years now. We've seen some guys who have hung on too long and saw some pretty tragic consequences because of it, whether it be debilitation or, God forbid, well, I don't want to go down the whole CTE road and all that, but, I mean, obviously we wish BG the best, and, I hope he can come back and, contribute greatly to the football game or to this football team. But
well, he's back, so
he's back. Come on, I'm not trying to be all depressed.
The last 10 games of the year here is like hanging on for too long and debilitating injuries and lifelong consequences.
What I mean is,
I think we're past that.
Is he coming back? Is he coming back the year after? Is he coming back?
No, with a 5-year deal.
I mean, I get it. He's probably not going to play 5 more years, but
no, this is a football.
Vic talked him back into it. Talked him back into it.
This is a football team that needs him right now. So leave it at that. Like don't go deeper
as
than
far
that.
As far as on the field, no question.
And on the field. And on the field.
Yeah.
My answer.
So where I think we're at with BG and him coming back, I think him coming back is a lot bigger off the field than it will be on the field.
Yes.
Right. I think him coming back and being able to, be with Jalen Carter and helping out Jalex Hunts and these other guys who we thought might be able to take a step up, who haven't done that yet this year, which is why our pass rush has not been very good. Right. I think he can help coach those guys up on top of Vic and all of our other positional coaches during practice to help them be more impactful on Sundays, which is what we need right now. And I think that's more of the role he's going to come on in and do. Now, obviously, he's going to get some snaps. He'll probably end up having a few sacks this year. He's like Tommy said, he's very good at stopping the run. He's going to he's going to have an impact. He's not going to be the guy who's going to go out there and get you 10 sacks the rest of the year, right? He might get you a couple, right? I do think that this team still needs to go and add somebody before the deadline as a pass rusher, right? Because I still think they're lacking in that area. But he absolutely helps you in the locker room, and he helps you as like an on the field type coach.
Yeah.
So if
no
we're
doubt, completely agree.
that's where we're at on that. So.
I just don't want to see long-term consequences. That's all.
I get it. Like
Sure.
I understand there. I understand there, but like he's been relatively healthy his entire career, right? He's got the
That's what makes it scary though, is that now he's all of a sudden. I was going to say that too. He's been healthy his pretty much his whole career. He's been totally reliable, and you're talking about the same injury that's happened to the same side, the same tricep twice. I'm not trying to make it about this. It's huge for the Eagles. I'll change the narrative. Huge for the Birds. Great off the field.
It's 12 o'clock. It's past 12 o'clock, and Noah has to go on. And it changes in the direction of injuries and
DeMar Hamlin.
Yeah.
I mean, Greg's got the 3 on.
Come on.
Oh, my God.
I wasn't exactly thinking ambulance or anything like that.
Well, you just said he's going to get he's not going to walk.
He said
really
CTE. He brought up some big nerves.
He's had an arm
It's
injury a
big for
couple
us.
times. Like, what
Like,
are we
selfishly-
talking about here?
Yeah,
It's big for us, but for him,
he'll never have a labrum. Who gives a shit? That's his decision.
He's going to get his arm amputated because
He's a one arm.
What are we doing?
One-arm bandit.
How will we ever be able to hold his kids? Like, what are we talking about?
No, I don't mean it injury-wise more than I mean it legacy-wise. Like, that was just the picture-perfect way to go out.
Yeah,
Was how he went out.
I
who gives a
agree.
shit?
I agree with Luke there. Right?
Who remembers that? Like, you know what I mean? Like, who's gonna remember that?
I'll remember it.
I
Like,
remember
I'll remember
Jason
because
30 years from now, you're gonna be remembering BG went out on top. You're just gonna say
I
that,
remember.
right?
I remember Jason Kelsey.
I'll remember how he went out. Yeah.
That's what I was going to say. Like,
Stout.
like Kelsey going in and playing in the Super Bowl against his brother in his last career game, and he does one more, and they had the historic freaking collapse that they did. Like
That's how he ends his career. I always think about that. I think about that all the time. And how he didn't get the next one the next year.
You guys think about it all the time.
If I see Jason Kelsey, I think about it.
What is wrong with you guys all the time? Oh my God, how about you're crying in the car.
What did I say?
When a goddamn song comes on and you guys are like, oh, that makes me think of Jason Kelsey. Oh man, if he didn't come back. He didn't come back. Like, what's worse? Losing to your goddamn brother?
He left and then we won a Super Bowl.
Yeah. Well, that's different.
Think about that.
Right, that's what I think about.
You lose to your brother.
What do you want me to tell you?
Anybody's got a brother knows if you lose to your brother, you want to come back. Even if you lose to somebody else, you'll take that over losing to your brother, right? Anybody will take that one, right? In defense of Kelsey, in defense of Jason, that is. But I don't think you guys think.
Well, that's a hell of an answer. So, in defense of Luke, you've thought about this a lot.
I just know what the hell I'm talking about. I'm quick. You know what I mean? You know what I mean? Buckets, don't start with this shit with me at 12:07 because I'm still fast. I'm still be fast with you.
I'll agree to the fucking poll. Go Birds.
Yeah, well, trying to just get through it. You know what I mean? We're just trying to BG it. I hope we don't end up with debilitating, lifelong injuries after this poll question.
Yeah, we'll just make sure we have extra.
Go on disability tomorrow.
At the link for BG if he goes down.
Send those papers in tomorrow. I'm gonna walk out on a wheelchair. I'll come in on a wheelchair tomorrow. Wheel me around the turf with the vacuum. Yeah, with the vacuum. I'll put the vacuum out in front of me while you guys are wheeling me. I'll put the vacuum out. We'll kill two birds with one stone.
No, we'll chip in for an automated one.
You'll still be able to hit fungos from the wheelchair. Don't worry.
Oh, probably better actually because you're lower. You know what I mean? You get that. You get true hop, little true piece nugget hop. Yeah. So, yeah, agree to that. What do you guys say? Do you guys agree to the poll? Or I think like everybody sort of answered, but didn't answer, so we're good here, right? We're clear, Greg.
I feel like we all agree for the most
Greg,
part. Yeah,
we agree.
Yeah, you disagree, of course.
Of course, right? Yeah.
Yeah. VJ's thing.
I'll say this, right?
Yeah.
It can't hurt, right? It can't hurt.
Too.
We can't get any worse. His leadership off the field will be very, very much appreciated and very much help. I just don't think he's going to offer on the field alone Now, you go add him with a Bradley Chubb.
Yeah.
Now we're talking, right? You go add him with a Denzel Ward. Now we're talking. I think of this move, right, in comparison, I think this is like the David Robertson move for the Phillies, right?
Yep.
It doesn't cost you anything.
Yep.
No, I'm just saying, like,
Yep.
I'm just saying,
Punch yourself in the dick. Punch
Yep.
yourself in the dick.
no, I'm just saying,
Are
it
you out
doesn't
of your
cost you
mind?
anything
Are
other
you
than
out of your
money.
mind, David
It
Robertson?
doesn't cost you anything other than money.
That's your fucking comp.
And
That's your
he's
fucking
over the
comp.
hill. He's over the hill.
You're a two-time Super Bowl champion. That's your fucking comp. Is David goddamn Robertson?
Yes.
Knock it off. Knock it off. Like you don't have to. You don't have to agree to it. But don't comp me David Robertson and Brandon Graham, please. Please. Wait, David
They're older players that it doesn't cost you money.
Okay, this older player played well at the end of last year. If we forgot. Well, compared to what we had, we were playing him more snaps, Greg, weren't we?
No, at the end of the year, we were playing Jalen Hunt and Nolan Smith more.
No,
Because you
got
Right,
Right,
came
that's
back
the other
from
thing. We're
injury.
also adding Nolan
Because he
Smith.
got
We haven't seen Nolan
Yeah.
Smith play in weeks.
That's what
We
I'm
have
saying. Like that's what
Yeah.
the whole point. That's why I agreed to the poll.
100%. I'm saying, like, Brandon Graham alone, I'm disagreeing. If you add Brandon Graham to other things, Nolan Smith, Bradley Chubb, or a Denzel
I don't
Ward.
need Bradley Chubb. I need a
Bradley Chubb was awesome when he was
Tyreek
under Vic
Wall.
Fangio in Denver.
I don't think they're
Tyreek
adding anything on D line. I think they're
Tyreek
trying
Wall.
desperately for secondary.
Tyreek Wall, and I'll
Need a
take.
corner
It just
so
went out
bad.
today.
Yeah,
I
I
got
saw
an
that.
alert.
Yeah,
I got an
pretty cool.
alert, and they're rumored to be interested in him.
Yeah.
Rightfully so.
I'm just saying, Bradley Chubb was awesome under Vic Fangio in Denver.
Oh, I'm not against Bradley Chubb here. I'm saying I'll take him. But if you gave me Tyreek, I feel like I'm good enough. Like,
I don't disagree.
I feel like my secondary is really good, and I got enough pass rushers here. Holy shit! I mean, how many more pass rushers do you need? You need to be able to stop the damn run. That's the problem. I don't feel like it's a pass rush. If you don't stop the damn run, you end up in spots where you can't pin your ears back. Right? There's also we haven't really been in spots where we can really pin our ears back and go get them either. We have a lot of guys who have had over 5 sacks, 7 sacks, 8 sacks on this roster, right? We have enough of those guys that should be able to get to the quarterback when you bring Nolan Smith back too. But I mean, I'll take another one, but I think our biggest hole is that other corner. That's why, if you made me pick one,
I don't disagree.
I don't think I'm getting both. So if you made me pick
I
one,
completely agree. There's no way you get both.
Yeah,
Well,
you
and it looks
need
like-
a corner more. Absolutely.
And it looks
that's
like
why I
Jacory-
agree to the poll, because I'm getting two guys here. I'm getting Nolan Smith and Brandon Graham. And then if you go get me a corner, I feel good. I feel good
Definitely.
enough. Like, I feel good enough. And sometimes when you win a Super Bowl, you need to bring in extra stuff from the outside then, because you need to
spice it up.
you just get a little spark. And
Yep.
a trade and a BG signing can spark you up a little bit. And like these guys said, leadership. That is so undervalued in pro sports for whatever reason, and it's not talked about enough, that I think that alone is why I'll agree to that alone I'll agree to the poll.
Yeah,
That's
fair.
But you're not a BG guy. That's fine. I know this. It's
No,
okay.
I'm not.
I know I know his truth.
We know this.
Well,
But it looks like Jacory and Bennett could play either this week or right after the bye. Well, just to see what we have, right? You already made the deal. You might
He's better
as
than
well see
Ringo.
it. It can't be any worse, right?
He
He's
good.
absolutely better than Ringo.
He good.
He's better than Ringo. I don't think he's better
Addison
than Dory.
carves everybody up, though. Addison will carve everybody up. I don't
He
care.
does.
If Bennett's little ass is running around, he'll get carved up against Jordan Addison too. So, unless it's an upgrade, those two guys will get their asses carved against really good wide receivers in this league. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So that's why that's the upgrade. I got Uche who get after a quarterback. I got Nolan Smith who get after a quarterback. I got Jalen Hunt who get after a quarterback. I got Brandon Graham. I got enough pass rushers here that I need to go solve that problem, because that was never resolved.
Yeah.
Right. There was hopes of maybe this guy can play. Maybe Adoree can play. Maybe.
Can we
nobody
give
can
Howie a slight break? Because we watched Isaiah Rodgers get his ass cooked this past weekend.
Yeah, by AJ Brown. Yeah.
Oh, well, still, no, it wasn't.
No,
yeah,
but that's not even what it's about. People want to go out and get a stud. Darius Slay wasn't that great last year. I'm tired of watching guys go out
can't let
against us
two
and
guys-
being look,
You can't let two guys out the door. You can't let two of them out the door. That's all the argument.
And it's also you can't let your defense take the field and be like, yo, if we just attack this side of the field, we're getting something. Like Lil Jordan Humphrey on the New York Giants. I didn't know who the hell he was on Wednesday night. Thursday night, he looked like Randy Moss. And I'm like, what is going on?
Who's this
What
guy?
is going on?
He's got two names. He's got two names.
I said, Luke, this is us from the past. Like some rando will just look like a superstar.
Right. So like you say, like, yeah, Jordan Addison's great, and he'll probably do that against most corners. But I'm just saying, we go up against anybody, and it doesn't matter. They're cooking us on that side of the field. That's where I draw the line.
35.
You got to get a corner.
35-21 Sunday. You can belt the ass in.
Wow.
Yeah, you want to know the rationale, because there is a rationale behind that aggressiveness, and it was 2 weeks ago. Okay, it was 2 games ago. And they treated that like a Super Bowl, rightfully so. Okay, they're coming off a really emotional game as a young team. And they're coming here, and we just saw them. There ain't a shot in hell that they're beating us twice in 3 weeks. And if they do, hats off to them, right? Seriously, hats off to them. And I will say that, and I'll eat these words, and that's fine. It won't be the first time I'm wrong, right? But if this seems who I think they are, that's a very quick turnaround revenge game. It turns into that real quick.
And your quarterback told you that leaving the field the other Sunday.
I didn't hear him. What did he say?
We ain't losing again.
Oh yeah, that part. Yeah,
I was just going to go there too.
Like the quarterback got his swagger back,
and he's earned the right to where when he says something like that.
Stella got his groove back.
Look at you, girl. Look at you, babe.
But
he has the credibility when he says something like that. You listen.
Oh, I listened. Yeah,
absolutely.
Yeah.
No, 100%. I heard that, and I got all jacked up. 100%.
Yeah, that's a 6 at midnight.
And again, we still haven't seen the best from our running game this year.
Oh,
haven't seen anything.
We haven't seen anything. We haven't seen anything.
Nothing.
And I look at a game like this, and Tommy, I'm kind of in your same wavelength, right? You look at a game like this and what they have to offer on the outside. And I don't care who we have lining up. Like, it's got to be locked down. Because they have nothing on the outside. Q's going to take away their best guy. And any combination of the 6 of us or whoever they have lined up in uniform has to be able to lock up the rest of that. Like, it's got to be bad news for Jackson Dart to try and throw this week.
Well, great.
And I think it will be.
Well, that's the problem in game 1 is they allowed him to extend stuff too much.
Yep.
And then guys come open. Right?
Exactly.
Like, we're not talking about guys that were open within a 2-second window. Or you getting the ball out of your hand in 3 seconds. We're talking about guys coming open after 5 seconds, 7 seconds, right? Like, so again, not easy to not allow him to extend plays because he's good at it, right? Like he is good at it. But you know, you have to contain him and try to keep him in the pocket, with knowing that he doesn't have Malik Neighbors, right? Knowing that he doesn't have that, like Greg, to your point, any like true things of substance really outside of the running game. This is a nut up game. Okay,
sure.
This is what
exactly for the defense.
This is how big are your nuts, Jordan Davis and Jalen Carter and Zach Bond.
And Jordan didn't play, or Jalen didn't play last week.
Last time.
Yeah.
All right, this is a nut sack.
Q went out with an
Q
injury.
only played a half, right? Or
you got your ass beat up in the run game too.
Yep.
They made you quit, right? We watched it with our own eyes on Thursday night. That football team made this football team quit with the way they're running the football down our throats.
Yep.
It's a nut up, sack up, wheelbarrow your nut sack out there. This is big time shit Sunday. All right. This is you know, goodness gracious, you don't even need bulletin board material. You just need to go watch your ass get whooped the last time you played them.
Yeah, go watch the tape. That's all you need to do.
That's the tape I'm watching again. I want to show you, yo, you quit. Look at you guys. You all quit out there. As a coach, I want to be able to say that to grown ass men right then and there. Look, you quit. They made you do that.
They broke
Go make their asses quit now. Now it's our turn. And that's your speech. Spin her around, baby.
I'm fired up.
I like those players, which sucks, but I hate those players good on the New York Giants. You understand?
Yeah.
Like I like Jackson Dart. I always have.
Yeah, me too. I feel you there.
I like Scatterboo a lot too. But the fact that they're there now you become enemy number one to this guy. All right. I let a cute story first few weeks. It's good for Giants fans. Now that you beat us and now you look to be competitive, you're now enemy number one. So I'm glad you enjoyed the basement for a while and all the things you went through. Welcome to the party. Now we're gonna whoop your ass. Let's go. No,
30-17 Birds.
Let's go. Well, holding the 17. Good for you. I can't get myself there. That was the only problem, Greg. Couldn't get myself to the under 20.
Yeah. Well, I'm thinking Jalen Carter back, Q for a whole game, Nakobe Dean back.
Yeah, I like Nakobe.
Like, all he did was play special teams that week because MetLife turf just destroys knees, right? So I'm all in.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
did they sign Drew Kendall back?
Is Cam not playing?
He didn't participate in practice today.
That's fun.
It doesn't look like he's playing.
They did sign him back.
It does not look like he's going to play this week.
No. Yeah.
Oh, that's fun.
7.5, 43.5.
Oh.
See, that's the other move that I feel like is underrated. It would be very Howie-like for all of us to be like, we need corner, we need maybe defensive line, and he goes out and trades for an offensive lineman.
Yeah.
I was just going to say that to you guys. That's so funny you said that. I was going to say, like, you know how funny the NFL is like that's a position that isn't traded for, right? Because, like, nobody wants to give up a good one. Like, nobody ever wants to give up a good one because they're hard to find. But wouldn't that be awesome if you actually traded for a really good one? Like, you know,
it would be funny.
You traded for, let's just say a right guard, right? You traded.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking. Yeah.
I know Beckman's hurt, but, like, you went and traded for a right guard and you said, we're going to. And then people are going to say, how the hell did Howie do this? Right? Like, how did he do this?
Yeah, but then all the people in Philly are going to be like, why didn't we get a corner? Why didn't we get a defensive lineman? What are we doing? And the same people are like, why isn't the run game? What's going on with the run game?
Best defense is putting up a 40 burger every day. You know,
don't worry. They're all trying to play psychologist to
what happens?
AJ Brown's tweets and Instagram posts.
Well, what happens? What's the best thing for a defense? Isn't even the 40 points. The best thing for a defense is a running game, because a running game
being off the field.
Yeah, running game keeps them off the field, right? And that's the biggest thing for a defense. And the fact that our running game hasn't been there is what's hurt this pass rush. It's hurt a lot of things. So, like, I know we have needs there. We have a few needs on defense. We have more needs to figure out how the hell are we going to run the football. But before we talk about that, you guys, give your score predictions. Spit them out quick. Let's go.
31-10 Birds.
Oh, Noah's back.
31-10.
28-16.
Yo, I was going to say 28. It's crazy. 28.
No, we don't got no CTE.
31-20 Birds.
Not at all.
31-20.
Sure, I know.
31-20. Love it.
31-20.
28-21.
Ooh.
This is completely backfiring in our face.
No, it's not. No. There's weeks I agree with that. This can't be a week we even bring that up.
No.
Like, no.
Yeah, I agree with that.
This is a statement game. This is letting you know who the Beast City East is, right? Okay, and you're not ready yet. You thought you were Thursday night. You thought for a minute you were ready for this. You're not ready for this. That's the type of game this has to be, right? Like, I would love a Greg Miller. Like, I would love a 38-16. It just is total ass whooping and us being able to run the football. Like, that's the problem. I don't know, and it's upsetting. I don't know what's going on with this run game. I really don't. And besides, there's nothing. Like, there's nowhere to run. And part of it is, I'll say this again. They have to run the other guys. Like, please run AJ, run a guy who will just run downhill for a second. And it's going to get you. Yeah, like, just run him more. It will open up things for Saquon Barkley. It really will, but they're not doing it. That's my biggest gripe with them. Is like, those other guys, when they carry the football, they are getting good. They're getting 5 yards a carry as a group. They are. He's the only one averaging 3. Okay? And sample sizes are different. You understand? But now that you know that, like, give them a little bit more. That's all I'm saying. Give them a little bit more, because it's not about who gives you the production. It's about the production. So if somebody's giving you 5 yards of carry, let that person get 4 more carries that game. Like, stop being stubborn with it. That's where I get annoyed. Like AJ Dillon should have 7 to 8 carries a game. Like, he needs to. He's averaging 5 yards a carry. Why would we not do that? Like, holy shit. A guy just came off a monster year. When a running back comes off a monster year, that next year is usually a downer year for them. So why are we trying to change the narrative here? Like, holy shit. Are we trying to win, or are we trying, like, make sense? Like, are we trying to win, or are we trying to please mother you know what? No, we're trying to win. And Saquon would say the same thing. You think his body couldn't use less? Why does he need more than 15 touches? Somebody tell me in October why he needs more than 15 touches. And I'm going to tell you you're an idiot right now. But he doesn't. He doesn't right now. He doesn't. He doesn't look it's quick either. He's dancing too much as well. So again, some's on him, a lot's on the offensive line though. Let's be clear. So I'm not putting this on Saquon.
I saw a video on Twitter. I don't know. Obviously, you can't believe everything you see on Twitter, but it showed a video of Saquon has like a tell, almost like a pitcher in baseball. He has a tell.
Oh, now we're doing this. Oh.
No, I'm serious. It was actually pretty cool. It was on when he was running and when it's a pass. When it's a pass, he scans his head. He goes left and right, and he's scanning the pass protection. He's picking up who he has to block.
I saw that video.
And he's just looking at the pass. Every time it's a pass, he's looking left and he's looking right. And every time it's a run, his head doesn't move. He's just looking straight.
Okay,
I don't know.
Did you send him that video?
I mean, if I had the power, maybe we could put it on A2D radio. I could find it. We could post it and tag
First
him.
off, you have one job to do now. Okay, you literally have one job, and your job is for us to get that in his face somehow. That's our job. This is a must watch for you, Saquon. If you don't know,
it's on Cameo. Maybe we could all throw $5 in as a community.
Well, just get him on. Well, no, because then how's that work? Because then we got to get him.
We can
get him. Well, do we message him? Or how will we message him from Cameo? Because he's just sending us a video.
You have to tell him what you want the video to be about. Be like, I want you to read A2D Radio's DM. It'll save the season. Like,
all right. Let's do this. We could probably get a whole documentary off of this too. You know what I mean, like us, like we saved the Eagles season. We saved the Eagles run game. That's what it is. How the Eagles run game was saved. How Trey Turner was saved. Oh, this is unbelievable. Look at us. Look at us tonight. All right, let's go. I'll pay the money for the Cameo. I'm in.
We're gonna win an Emmy. I don't even know if he's on Cameo. That was just an idea.
We'll figure it out. Find out how we're
gonna win an Emmy.
We're gonna win an Emmy.
We'll win 2 of them. We're gonna win 2 of them because the run game will never stop. Now it'll be tricking guys. It'll be
Well, you did see Jalen tricked Isaiah Rodgers with just a point on that last play. Did you see that?
Oh, I didn't see that.
Yeah, because the hot route was the slant.
The hot route was
the slant.
And
so
he pointed at him and made Isaiah bite more than normal, and that's when the go happened.
Mm-hmm.
He pulled a former teammate move on him.
Yeah.
That was really cool.
Yeah, and NFL Films picked that up. It was pretty cool to see.
That was really cool, yeah.
Great.
Well, Jalen's the GOAT at winning.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I'm
not going to tell you Jalen's the GOAT at quarterback either. Like, does that make sense? What I'm about to say?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Jalen's a GOAT at just winning. Like, Jalen wins when you need like that kind of performance. Like, we were talking about it. I was like a week late on it, right? When I thought he was going to have like a monster game, but like he can't. Like, we knew it was coming at some point where he was going to spin it like that. And he just looked locked in. Like, that was a Jalen locked in game. Like, I am not allowing Carson Wentz to beat me. Like, that's what that was. That is a absolutely 5-2. Can't lose 3 in a row if you're trying to be a Super Bowl contender. That's not how Super Bowl contenders operate at this point of the year now, right? So you have to win games. Just a monster win. And it's a big week too.
Yeah.
Because you need this week going into your bye. You don't want to lose. You don't want 2 weeks of 5-3 talk, right? You want to be 6-2, knowing that you're one of the top seeds in the NFC right now going into your bye. All right. Mm-hmm. Jackson Dart and Cam Scattered boo. All right, Cam Scattered boo ain't coming in here and winning the game yet. No shot. And Saquon Saquon better be ready to have a big game too, because I think this run game is close. And I think if you talk about some of the holding penalties that have brought some 10-yarders back, right, some first downs back, I think they're close, guys. Right?
Saquon's already seen the videos, Mikey.
Send it to him again.
Yeah, I mean, it's maybe there's another tell we don't know about because he hasn't even broke 100 yards yet. That's crazy.
I tell you what, though, I was encouraged by some of the adjustments that the offense and Patul made in the run game on Sunday, like between the under center, between the tosses to get him outside.
Yeah.
Right,
Get him outside.
I was super encouraged.
The
It didn't
only
work out.
time you should
It didn't
ever
work
run
out,
in the
but
middle.
let's keep rolling that.
The only time you should ever run in the middle is to set up the run of the outside. Like that's it. It should never consistently go down the middle, like ever.
Or to set up
It's just
if it's third and 3,
right. That's it.
That's it.
Maybe run behind your massive offensive tackles instead of your banged up middle interior of your offensive line.
Yeah.
I mean, this conversation for another day.
AJ Dillon has 12 attempts. He's averaging 5 yards a carry. That's your meat and potatoes. All right.
And a fifth-round pick and a seventh-round pick for Tank Bigsby.
Yeah, but that's your meat and potato guy. Okay, so that's your hammer, your meat and potato. And then this year you use Saquon, like we talked about. Yeah, you're going to run him on the inside sometimes because you don't want to be predictable, but get him out on the edge a little bit. Let him play around. Let him dance around and make something big happen. How about a screen, a design screen once in a while, right?
It's unbelievable. It's crazy they don't call it.
Like, I know we love wide receiver
We do
screens.
that on 3rd and 10.
Yeah, we love wide receiver screens in the NovaCare complex, but can we start to get our lips on a little halfback screen to arguably the best running back in football? But I'll say this is the whole problem. The year after the big year is always down, guys. So how do you adjust to it? I think less is more. I think if you're giving 12 to 15 touches, that dude's breaking more touches more than not because he's fresher. Like, this got to be the year to keep him fresh through September, October, November. And they've done the opposite, which I think they're morons. I'll be honest with you. I think they're absolute morons. I think they are when it comes to this. I think they're not watching the same game we are. That's all. I watch other guys run better. Get it in other guys' hands a little bit more. That's all. 75-25.
Did you guys watch the
75-25
documentary?
Oh, yeah.
Yep.
No.
Yeah, it's pretty good. It's pretty good, Greg.
It's
I don't
great.
think any
So
favorite.
when he was punching the turf, I thought he was out for the year. I thought he was out for the year.
too.
I said, mother.
Me too.
It's a shoulder injury. I said, it's dislocated. We're done.
Yeah.
We're done. Thank Bigsby. Oh, my God. Thank Bigsby. This is what we're talking about. The tank's loose. Oh, my God.
I mean, making that trade just proves that they're not making 2 trades now, because that was a 5th-round pick that they traded. I'm pretty sure.
They have 800 picks this year. Trade as many of them as you want.
Not really, not anymore. They just had a lot of their own, and now they traded a few. They traded for Bennett. They traded for
Who cares?
Well, the Bennett trade was a moron. Why would you go to Vegas for a trade?
And now they're going to make another trade. And then at some point now, and Howie loves to keep picks because he loves to make those day 3 picks, and he should because he's hitting on a lot of them.
Yeah.
So
Max Crosby.
you put yourself in a pretty tough spot.
Yep.
You're going to go to Vegas, go to Max.
Yep.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, he didn't have an off-season go because running back seasons are the worst because you're getting smacked around, right? Like you deal with the most wear and tear out of everybody. In reality, you and offensive linemen, and defensive linemen, you're probably getting the most wear and tear out of the whole continent. So running backs, you're getting smacked by 300-pound guys all the time. That ain't a good time for anybody. And when you just have that much of a workload and that deep into a season, it's even more so. It's not like you just had a great regular season and you're a first-round exit, right? You had a great regular season, and then you had an entire postseason in a Super Bowl. So that's long, man. For a running back, that's long, and nobody's in better shape than he is. But pull it back a little bit, guys. I'm not going to keep going on rampages about it, but it's right there. So
yeah.
I don't know. Players of the game. You just rattle off both of ours and get the hell out of here. But I would say, do we get the Saquon game? Do we get the big run
against his old team?
Yeah, is this the game we get it? Sure.
Kumbaya.
I'd love to see it, but man, our offensive line's pretty beat up right now.
All right, this is the game that goes over 100. Give me 120. 120 and 2 tutties.
Well, it makes sense because I thought last week was going to be the Saquon game, so I took him
Me
like the
too.
DFS, and I took him a whole bunch of things. So it makes sense that I'd be a week off.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, I slammed him last week. Him for 120 yards was like plus 1,200.
Yeah, the turf enticed me. Right, the turf got my loins a little bit. I was like, ooh. Yeah, 120. And defense, give me. Well, I nailed J.Alex Hunt last week.
Did.
And I got lucky there. Now nobody talked.
Little help for my guy Jalen Carter.
Yeah,
little
crushing
team
him.
action.
Crushing him. Yeah, absolutely destroyed him. I thought he killed him.
him.
I thought he died.
The slow motion video I saw that on like Monday. That was great.
Oh, did he die?
Phenomenal.
I'm like,
I want to know what the ref said to him when they came back from commercial and he's sitting over there talking to him. I'm like, what did he say? What did he say?
Oh man, who do I go with? I'll give you Bennett. No, I'm just kidding. Give me the guy you said. Give me Jalen Carter. Let me get a 2-sack game from Jalen Carter. Where's the Jalen Carter game at? Where's the Saquon game at? And where's the Jalen Carter? Two guys that have been a little bit on the milk carton per se. In terms of the production visually. Yep. Right? Not like saying they're not like productive players. Makes sense? But like the stat sheets.
But up until last week, you didn't see Jalen Carter do anything so far.
Well, I thought the wrist was a problem. I told you this.
Yeah.
But
last week was his best game. He was the most active last week.
Yeah, so here's the week he gets home. He gets home, right? He got home last week, but he's got to be the guy, right? He's the engine that goes.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? It starts with him. So we need Jalen Carter to have a monster game. Go ahead, boys.
I'm going to say.
Go ahead.
I mean, Goddard always tears the Giants up, although he was limited today in practice with another injury. But I like Goddard. He tears the Giants up every time we play him. I don't know why. But I'll take Goddard. And defense, I guess, Nakobe Dean. Coming out. He's back.
Yeah. I'm going to go a little off topic here, or a little out of left field. I'm going to take the offensive tackles. I'm going to take Jordan Mailata and Lane Johnson.
Let's go.
Right? These guys setting the edge, because the interior of your offensive line's banged up. You got to get the run game going. Run behind those guys. Have them pulling, have them clearing the way out wide so Saquon can break a couple runs. Right? They got to force themselves to get that run game going. I'm going to go the opposite there too with Jordan Davis. Right? I need him to be the run stopper. You can't let Cam Scatabo do whatever the hell he wants to do. You need to face plant that dude in the turf on his first carry of the game and say, yo, you're going to be down here all day. All right. Yeah. Give me one of those. Okay. Give me the big boys this weekend. All right. Let's go.
Give me AJ Brown and Cooper DeJean.
Ooh. Little Coop. What's Coop doing?
I mean, I was going Jalen and Cooper DeJean. Cooper DeJean has played one bad game his entire NFL career so far. It's like, I love how people say, like, Jalen Carter is definitely our best defensive player. Probably right. I mean, I would put Cooper DeJean as, honestly, some might sound crazy, a close second because he's always around the ball. And as far as my memory goes, I think he's had one bad game his entire career.
Yeah.
Against Carolina. That was it.
And we still won the game.
Mm-hmm.
And we still won the game.
Yeah. I think Coop has I'm going to go with a forced fumble.
I like it.
Giddy up.
Little peanut punch.
Tackles everybody, so.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
He sure does.
Yeah.
And AJ Brown, give me 2 touchdowns again this week.
Hey,
140 yards receiving.
Oh.
140. Giddy up.
I mean, our offensive line's a little beat up. I don't know. It just seems like they're having a tough time opening holes for Saquon. But our pass protection's been pretty decent, and I think at least as far as last week goes, Jalen was seeing the field pretty damn well. So let's hope he can keep the hot hand going.
Yeah, I'd say so. I mean that dart to AJ for the touchdown down the middle was probably my favorite throw of the game.
Yeah.
That was so well done. Luke, did you go?
Yeah.
You went Jalen and Coop. I'll go quarterback. No, I can't go quarterback. Devontae. I'll go Devontae again.
He kills the Giants.
He does.
Yeah, he does.
And I will go. I'll go Jahad Campbell. I think he gets a sack and a forced fumble.
All right, I like that.
In his little hybrid role that he's kind of playing.
Yeah, which is good for us. I think it helps our pass rush too at times.
I think it sure does.
Like I think that's the addition pass rush too. So you talk about 3 guys really that you can bring back into this pass rush, and then can help us, and that's where the corner comes in, right? Or like we were joking earlier, a right guard.
Yep.
Like Steen's better as a backup. We as a run protector, a run blocker. I mean, I think pass blocking this group does a good job, man. Like they did a good job this past week. Like they do a good job there.
Yeah, and Minnesota's a good defense.
Yeah, they just can't. It's like hitting. Like it's contagious. So like the run game just hasn't got contagious.
See you, buckets.
And they got to find a way. But listen, great show. Sixers win. I mean, we got Saturday, Charlotte,
Orlando, I think.
Is it in Orlando? Because that would be devastating.
That's a guaranteed loss to
Yeah.
Orlando.
Okay, no, it's home versus Charlotte Saturday. Monday, we're home versus Orlando. Then we go to Washington Tuesday, so a little back-to-back there. Then we're home.
And the
Then
Celtics
we're
at
home. Yep, Celtics at home Friday. Then at Brooklyn. So there's your little run.
Are you telling me we're
Very
6-0?
reasonable?
Are you
Well,
telling
we'll
me we're
see it.
6-0?
We'll tell you.
Sounds like 6-1, 5 or 6-0, 5-1 to me.
Well, we'll be 4
6-0?
games in. We'll be 4 games in by next Wednesday. All right. So next Wednesday we're gonna have a lot. We're gonna have a lot of Sixers to break down too.
Mm-hmm.
And
it's a bye week, so it'll be an all Sixers show.
Yep.
Well,
yeah.
That's if the Eagles do what they need to do.
Well, when's the trade? When's the trade deadline? What, first week in November?
For
football?
For football,
yeah.
All right, okay.
I also forgot they traded for Fred Johnson too. So there's another guy they traded for.
Yeah,
but those were all pre
7th round picks or some shit.
Yeah, but they were preseason or like right at the start.
Yeah,
of the
they
season.
were. I'm just saying they're not going to make 2 trades. Like they're only going to make
November
1.
4th.
Let's give me Tyreek Wall.
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah, give me a legit corner.
Just go give me him, dude. I watched him the other night in that game, and he was, he made some big time plays in that game. He's long and athletic. Like if somebody's trying to give you a starting corner in this league for picks, like sign me up.
I don't understand why they're trying to get rid of him. Like they're a good team. Like they're trying to win now. What are they doing?
I think it's because he's up for a contract, and
too.
Yeah,
I think it's similar to like what potentially like Trayvon Walker down in
it's a rental.
That's
what bad organizations do.
They don't want to. They don't
punt
want to
on
sign
him when you finally have a good team. Go trade somebody because of a contract.
Yeah,
that's what good organizations do.
Yeah. Greg Miller's not even close. He is the best nickel corner in football, and that's why we talked about like you don't move that guy to the outside. Like your nickel corner is so important in tackling in the run game. Has such an impact on the edges, right? And it's such a hard position to cover. So when you have somebody who can handle it, you keep it because it isn't about guys getting catches on you. It's the tackling. It's not
keeping
letting
guys in front of you.
Yeah, like in the slot, it's not letting guys break that tackle and then get chunk plays.
Yeah.
And nobody better in the business than tackling than Cooper DeJean. There's not a
And you're in the run game too.
yeah. There's not that's it. There's not a corner that tackles better both ways than Cooper DeJean,
Yep.
which is crazy how good he is. So listen, let's go get a dub and then some Sixers games. Let's get a little 3-1, 4-0 talk. Would be nice, not 1-3 by the time next time we talk. But we'll have a lot to break down, right? We're gonna have a lot to break down, and it's gonna be fun. But boys, great show like always.
Good
Love
shit.
you all for staying tuned with us this long, and we'll see you all next Wednesday. And me and Greg will see you Sunday after a dominant win.
After a dub.
And at the end of the day, it's just got to be a dub, right? It doesn't.
I mean,
Again, I don't care if it's I don't care if you win by a safety 2-0, right?
stack the W's.
Yeah,
Keep
give me a dub. Gave me the 6-2 by the bye, and everything will be good. We're out. We love you. Let's play the right outro.